some fireworks.
Oh shit, real shit.
Reals?
Damn.
Yeah, I remember you tweeting something like
Damn,
that.
fam.
Blew up in my hand. I was right next to the kids too. I'm trying to show off for the kids and shit like that. I'm holding the shits that go like, really fast, like the pop ones, the little small joints.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to light it, and the damn lighter blew up in my hand. I thought my finger was gone. Like that's how.
Yeah, you could have.
Once that shit hurt.
J-Man was about to pre-order that Xbox adaptive controller one time.
Oh shit! That shit would have came right in here.
That would have came clutch for you, bro. This nigga's
no lie, that's the first shit I thought about when I thought my finger was gone. I'm like, yo, my gaming career is over.
Facts, yo. Imagine like playing a video game, you gotta press like the A button with your foot or some shit like that. That shit must be so fucked up, bro.
I'll probably still do it. Like, I can't not
give
play.
up.
You gonna be trash though, and all your good. It ain't gonna even be your fault. That's what's fucked up.
Yo,
But if you get nice at that shit, you know how much donations you get? Man, listen.
Facts,
Donations be popping for the game.
But imagine getting beat by some dude. Imagine getting beat by some dude who just shot you with his left big toe, dog.
That's fire. That's fire.
Those foot fetishes are real. You gotta take advantage.
Oh hell no! You don't want to see my toes. They might donate to give me a nice little, what do you call it, a pedicure, manicure, whatever it is with the toes.
A petty.
Mani pedi. You gotta get you don't get your nails and feet done, sir?
Not really. I did it. I'm ticklish, dog. I can't.
I've done that once.
Yeah, I'm ticklish too, bro.
Yeah, I'm in that. She pulled out the cheese grater for my feet. I'm in there
I
laughing like a
but you gotta tough it
motherfucker.
out, dog.
I'm in there laughing like a motherfucker. What's funny?
I did that once, but I think at the end of it, like they started like punching your feet. Did you get that? Like they started punching your feet or some shit like that.
Oh,
you sure you was getting a pedicure, Kofi?
I've done it once with my girl. Relax, dog. I've done it once with my girl. And the
the
Asian lady had the nerve to ask if I wanted color on my toes, bro. I was like, chill,
Like she was tenderizing your foot.
Chill, man.
Why you ain't get your clear coat, dog?
I ain't no little Uzi Vert or nothing like that. Or
What color would you get? If you got a color, what would you get?
Chill. If I got a color.
Why you put you could get the clear? Why you ain't get the clear coat?
Yeah, do the clear coat.
Yeah, that's what I would
That's
get.
not
Make them look
that's
shiny.
not Bati. That's not Bati.
Make them look healthy.
Clear coat, dog.
Yo, what's going on, people? Shout out to everyone tuning in to Press Start Podcast, episode 73.
We live.
Your boy tired as hell. Man, I just worked a 12.5-hour shift, showered, and I got to do podcast. So we here, though. As you guys can see, there's no Alex today, so celebrate. Can we get a yay? Can we get a
Let's
yes?
go, baby.
No Alex today. You know what I mean?
Hallelujah.
I know some of y'all are probably happy
shout
about
out
that.
to Alex.
Yeah, but shout out to Alex. He's probably watching the podcast. I think wifey ain't feeling too well today, so he's spending time with her and taking care of her like a man's supposed to do. You know what I mean?
He probably got her sick.
He probably did with his nasty ass.
Oh, he did have a cold.
Yeah, he is a nasty ass, man. So he probably did get her sick. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to go into details, but Alex is one nasty man.
That's crazy.
One nasty man.
They was on some freaky deaky. I'm sick, but we gonna do this shit ass shit.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna go ahead and introduce the panel. But before that, shout out to everybody who's been supporting the Patreon. Shout out to y'all. You can find the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes and Google Play. I also got a little bit of an announcement. I will not be uploading extended hours on YouTube no more. They're going to be uploaded on SoundCloud, and they're going to be audio files on Patreon, so y'all can listen to it with your phone and not really have to like go on YouTube or anything like that to watch it. So they're going to be audio files from here on out. Last week's extended hours was an audio file, so you could just download the Patreon app, put that shit in your pocket while you're working, and have the screen off and listen to the after hours. So that's what we're gonna be doing from here on out. Once again, shout out to everybody. We announced our August giveaway. We're gonna be giving away a free game. So definitely check out the Patreons. Only $1 to support us if you guys want to.
Oh man!
Just hit the like button too. If you can't support that, just hit the like button. We really do appreciate that. So we're gonna start it off with Erica. Say what up to the people.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I was gonna say, we might not have no sus, but Hardhead. I heard what you said on VG's stream. What was going on there?
Oh, what did you say?
I heard that.
Explain yourself.
What you talking about?
What you
What you talking about,
You
Eric?
shut
You
down
talking
the
about-
stream. I'm
you
all trying
Whoa,
to
son,
watch
what happened?
BG.
Are you denying it?
What happened?
BG just said he was seeing if anybody wanted into these games, dog. And I don't know, dog. One of the games
And
was
what you
called
say?
Big.
What did you say?
The game was called Big Dick, dog.
And what did you say? And what did you say?
I mean, I will tell you verbatim what I fucking said since y'all
Don't
think
lie, I
it's
got
so
receipts,
bad.
sir. Don't lie.
I got receipts
J-Main
too.
was
It's
there.
two
I was
statements.
there.
It's two statements. It's two statements.
Go
It
ahead.
was
Go
there.
ahead, Hardhead. What'd you say?
It's not even that bad. Look, I'm right here. Hold up, where the fuck it go?
All I know is
man, don't tell me
the
people-
stream shut down afterwards.
It dead
I
ass
had to
did.
watch it.
I
Like,
ain't
it
had
legit
nothing to
just
do with
stopped.
That was the
It
second
ain't-
statement. I laughed at that shit.
What'd you
I
say,
mean,
man?
it ain't my fault that man computer shut down.
Okay,
on
he
that
taking
shit.
too long. Hardhead said,
Oh my god.
"This." I'm quoting Hardhead. He said,
You're not
"BG,
quoting me.
I want." What you say? You said, "I want
Look,
the big."
here
dick."
go, here
What
go,
you
here
say?
go right here. Okay,
He said-
BG post a list of games. It's about 6 games on this
Uh-huh.
list. And I said, BG, let me hold that key. And I said, you know which one? He said, which one? I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, you definitely know which one. Actually, let me get 2. He said, fam, how you gonna tell someone I'm playing blank blank? And I said, I need that big dick.
What?
And BG said, what the fuck? And I said, ain't that woman? Jigga said, he loved the BD, no pause. And I said, nah, big dick look fun.
And then what did you say when BG was streaming yesterday? You said, hurry up, I'm trying to hop on big dick. As soon as he said, BG,
Nah, that
whole
was-
stream
That's
crashed.
He said, BG need to hurry up and give me that key so I can hop on Big Dick.
Whoa.
As soon as he said that,
Hardhead,
the
man.
whole stream crashed as soon as he said
Nah,
it.
that
The
don't
whole
sound
shit
right.
shut down. The stream was
That
gone.
don't sound right, sir.
Just all shut down.
was gone.
Yeah. Hardhead, be honest.
That
bro.
shit
You know what I
right.
mean?
But yeah, that's my
Hey,
intro. What's up, guys?
J-May, say what up to the people.
Oh man, what's going on, y'all? J-Bay back checking in with the podcast. I hope y'all having a great week. I hope y'all gaming out here. I hope y'all, just living life to the fullest, doing what y'all got to do. Make sure y'all paying y'all taxes, all right? IRS, never mind, I ain't gonna get into it. But just make sure y'all paying your taxes, all right? IRS ain't playing out here. Yeah, let's get to these topics. Salute to Hardhead too for pulling up,
Yeah, man.
and
Jack,
shout out to Alex.
Yes.
How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having an okay week. I want to take this time out, get serious for a minute. I sincerely apologize for having Hardhead on another episode of the Press Start podcast. Hopefully y'all will stay tuned, though. Appreciate y'all for watching.
and we got the man himself. Hardhead, say what up, bro.
Hey, man, y'all know it's hard head. Don't believe all these false accusations being put on my name right now. I just told y'all what I said. That ain't even that bad. It's a game.
Uh-huh.
So, would you, if Big Dick was Game of the Year, y'all wouldn't talk about it.
So you rather play with a big dick right now than be on the podcast, is what you're saying.
That's not what I'm
man.
saying.
You know, I'm not
First
gonna
of all-
ask no questions, man. I ain't gonna ask no questions. I ain't gonna
Right?
ask shit.
I'm curious what the game is about, but I'm not that curious.
No,
I'm not gonna ask no questions. All right, let's
That's
get
a
into
gateway,
this shit. Yeah.
It's just Snake, dog.
Whoa.
Why they couldn't just call it that then?
Because that's not what it's shaped like.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
All right.
Look at
Let's
that.
move on.
Let's get to the topics.
Wait a
Erica,
minute.
can you read
What's up?
our first Patreon question for us? We're gonna start off with a
All
Patreon
right.
question.
We got a few this week. The first one is from Denim Facey. He says, "Hey PSP, you guys are awesome. Keep up the great work. My question for each of you guys is, what is your main reason for starting YouTube, and what motivated you to continue to make content? Thanks." That's a good question.
Go one.
Erica, you might as well start it off.
What motivated me? I originally started just because I wanted to show like funny clips because I was playing a lot of multiplayer. You know, sometimes you're in the lobbies, something funny is said or done, in the game. So like with Gears and Call of Duty, I just wanted to somewhere where I could store those little memories, I guess.
Funny.
And then it turned into commentaries because I was seeing other creators like with Gears and games like that doing actual commentaries, so I got motivated for that, and it just kind of went from there. I was motivated by a lot of people, and then the more you grow, the more you want to keep growing. So I think that's what keeps me going, but also the people who genuinely love my content, like that keeps me going
Facts.
as well. So
Word.
I think yeah, that's like the main reason you guys are right here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack, how about you, bro?
Originally when I got on YouTube, I was in the movie community, shit like that, wrestling. I used to watch, but I saw people like playing games. But I was noticing people that was talking about games on YouTube, ironically, weren't really good or playing the games that they was talking about. Ironically, it's still going on today. But I was like, I could change it. I'm a pretty knowledgeable person. I'm pretty decent at some of these games, so I should come on here and talk. Talk to these people about these games, man. What motivate me to keep doing YouTube? Because I did fall out of love with doing YouTube videos. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Hey, that money is nice. I ain't gonna lie. That keep me going. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. I can't even hold you, bro. But and also people, damn Jack Moo. Like sometimes people come to be like, bro, I'm going through something difficult in life right now, and I watch your live streams. Like that shit mean a lot to me. So shit like that keep me going.
Yeah. Shit probably gotta feel good.
Yeah. J-Man?
Originally I actually wanted to do YouTube for sports content. Of course, a big sports guy. Like, I always like when I talk with my family at events and stuff like that, they always tell me, "Oh, you should do like a sports show or something like that on YouTube and stuff like that." Because I know, like, I could list off like people and like my brother always tell me, like, I know every NBA player, even the guys that be on the bench and shit like that don't get no minutes and shit like that. Like, I could just tell you who the names of these players are and all the information in the news. But I eventually started, looking into YouTube more, and I realized like people on here really doing stuff with games and taking it places and being able to go to conventions and expos and stuff like that. And I'm like, I play games every day. I know a lot of information about it, so I'm like, let me, give it a shot and keep going and try and get myself in position to be able to go to these conventions and stuff like that one day, meet people in the industry and some of my favorite developers and talk to them and stuff like that. So that's kind of what still keeps me motivated to one day eventually meet those people and just other people in the community that are cool as hell. So yeah, that's really why I got into it.
Hardhead?
Well, I mean, I'm not really a YouTuber. I could tell you why I really got into Twitch streaming.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean,
Go for it. Oh.
it's gonna sound selfish, but personally, I got into Twitch streaming because I was in a deep ass depression. I ain't even gonna fucking lie to you, dog. I needed something to help kick me out of that. And when I started streaming, there'd just be people in there just talking to you about random shit all fucking day. And I don't know. I guess the thing that really keeps me going is the fact that I actually can make someone's fucking day. Like Jack said, people will just come DM me talking about like I really had a tough day, man. And then your stream came on and it really made my night. I wouldn't have been able to get through the night if it wasn't for your stream today. Appreciate it. Type shit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, for me personally, this is actually, some people probably don't know, but this is actually my second channel that I have here on YouTube. I was actually on YouTube before, but I was uploading music, throughout high school. I was producing, making beats, and I was uploading like beat making videos, and I didn't really grow too big, like I think my original channel had maybe 600 subscribers or something like that, but I was just, I just had an outlet just to put up my music and on SoundCloud and stuff like that. I've always been into video games my entire life, but I used to like chill on websites like IGN at the time, like way back, and like being the threads in there. Well, one day I guess I stumbled on like the whole gaming community, and I found out a YouTuber called Friendly AI. I don't know if you guys heard of Friendly AI. I don't think he makes videos anymore. And he definitely inspired me to like try out this shit too, because I actually really enjoyed his content, And then after like discovering Friendly AI, I discovered people like Solid Rev and BG Next and Jacked and stuff like that. But like that's how I kind of got into this whole like content creation thing, and I just thought I can do it too, because I always been into video games. I buy every like video games, like you guys all say I buy every video game, like, so I'm like, I might as well just share my thoughts of these games, because I felt like I could do it too, right? And here I am today, and like all you guys said too, definitely the people watching and supporting is keeping me going and making me do all these videos and podcasts and stuff like that. It's definitely because of all the support that we're getting. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have, fallen off a little bit. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody who's been, supporting all of us individually and the podcast. Shout out to all of y'all. We really do.
Oh, so you was doing other content before gaming?
Yeah, so I actually had another channel where I was like posting beats and stuff like that, and beat making videos and stuff like that. So
would you call yourself a trendsetter then? I mean, I'm just wondering. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was allowed to do other content before gaming. Yeah, okay. Trendsetter Kofi, look at you, my brother. All right, okay, you out here, man.
I know. Man. All right, so let's jump into our first main topic, and we're gonna be talking about Spider-Man today. Spider-Man previews came out, and I can't even lie, I've been ducking them. So I'm gonna leave the floor out to J Main and Jack and Alex Hardhead because they probably seen
I've been
some footage.
ducking them too.
The only footage that I've seen from the Spider-Man previews was some web swinging, which at nighttime, which looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like Spider-Man is doing freaking tricks and all of that. Just the traversal of this game just looks fantastic. Like, at this point, I do not want to see any more of Spider-Man, you know? That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, I'm already sold on the game. I got the PS4 Pro pre-ordered, you know, so I haven't seen jack shit of it, and I think I'm going to avoid it, to be honest. But I just want to get your thoughts, J-Man, because I know you checked it out.
Boy, I'm Spider-Man on Twitter for a reason. That shit, look, I watched probably about 5 or 6 preview videos from people that said they played it maybe like 2 to 4 hours of the game. Mostly everybody who played it played like the first opening scene of Spider-Man. And then they got to like free roam the world and stuff after that. I'm not going to get into much because I know some people are trying to stay far away as possible from any information of the game. But the consensus that I got from the previews is that everybody is saying this is shaping up to, of course, be the best Spider-Man game ever. And challenging, like, it's going to do what the Arkham series did for Batman. Of course, but Spider-Man been around, the game's been around longer, but you know what I'm saying, how we felt when we played them Arkham games, like, oh shit, like this is one of the best superhero games ever. Like, that's what they're going to do. That's what it's going to do for Spider-Man. A couple things got me worried, and it's because, you know, we all know Mary Jane is in the game. Mm-hmm. And, you know, she has her missions that you can do with her. Not that I know of. They didn't say anything, and it's not spoilers. Like, it doesn't sound like she has any abilities or anything like that, but she does, like, stealth missions. Yeah. And to me, that's going to sound like those are going to be, like, insta-fail type stealth missions. And I kind of hate that kind of stuff in games. Okay. So I'm hoping like her missions aren't too much in the game and that they, you know, spread them out a little bit, maybe a few here and there. But everything else is looking fantastic. They talk about they're improving the web swinging up until the last day that they can. Like, I know you said you saw like them doing tricks and stuff in the air. And it was like they added like parkour and more parkour moves and stuff like that to the web swinging. The combat looks fantastic. Visually, it looks good. I just can't wait, man. I can't wait to play it. Looks good.
I did see a headline though. I didn't read too much of it. I did see a headline from GameSpot. They said something about there's like one bad thing, and they said that they have like Assassin's Creed style, like clear the tower or some shit like that. Did you see that? So that, I think that was one of the complaints out of GameSpot.
It does have that, you know, go to the tower to reveal the rest of the map type thing.
Right? But that doesn't seem like a problem.
No, it's not a problem because Spider-Man, he could swing throughout the city so fast. They said it took like 40 minutes to clear all the towers. Yeah. And the whole map. Yeah. So to me, they probably didn't need it, but I don't know why they put it in.
Yeah. People gonna knock out quick.
Jack, you watched the previews?
Just a little bit of a couple. Pretty much what J-Man was saying. You know, they saying this is probably probably gonna end up being like the best Spider-Man game to ever come out. So. I mean, I guess to say some. I mean, other games weren't too, you know, amazing, but
fuck, no pun intended.
Yeah, you see what I did there? Yeah.
Wow.
But, like, I've been sold on the game since they showed it at E3. Was that 2017 last year, man? So I'm looking forward to it. Another boss fight leaked before the footage previews, but now they've already announced what that boss is. I don't know if y'all seen it or not. I ain't trying to spoil nothing for y'all, man. But the game is looking dope. The graphics on point. Everything about the game is looking good, man. I'm really hyped to play it. I can't wait to play it. It's looking like it's gonna be fire, dog. So just so we gotta play the waiting game now, dog. That's pretty much all I got to.
Yeah. Shit, that's the worst part though. Like Kofi kind of said, they've been showing a lot of this game.
I've been avoiding it, man.
And we've been ready to play.
Yeah, I'm sold.
Oh, did y'all see the leak footage that came out?
Not me.
Leak footage. It was like 3 minutes of like the beginning of the game, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was like off screen.
Was
They
it
audio.
story stuff? Like huge spoilers or?
No, it was like the beginning of the game. It
was the
wasn't nothing
beginning,
like
yeah.
no huge spoilers.
I like the way I'm not gonna say what they said, but I like the way it sounded like the game starts up. Like you know what I mean? It don't take long to get into the action.
Action, right? That's good.
That's
Because
good.
this is an
yeah,
experienced
yeah.
Spider-Man. Like they said that right from the beginning. It's not like you're gonna
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
learning shit, right?
They-
Or you're gonna go
they
through
said
the
also
origin story.
8 years
or
into
anything
the
like
game.
that, so
They said the first boss fight is kind of reminiscent of like a God of War type game where like the first boss fight just be on some crazy.
oh,
and, like,
starting off with
Yeah,
Madden.
like
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, start
the game,
crazy,
The game
man.
is not that far away, guys. Yo, if you really take it in, man, it's not that far away.
A month
Like a
away.
month?
Yeah,
You got a month,
Yeah,
dog.
that's crazy.
Man,
Gosh.
we
play
finally
it.
about to get back to playing good games, dog.
Hey.
Damn, you shit on Octopath like that?
Oh man.
Crapping on
Sound-
Chasm right now?
Yeah,
Man.
man, I'm
Oh.
grinding in that game. Jesus, that game is challenging. Like the level jumps are crazy.
Oh, in Octopath?
In Octopath, there's a lot of grinding in it. So if you know, I guess if you're a fan of like that kind of like Pokemon, I would say, like running around the bush and just leveling it up, then you know you're gonna.
The little bit I played, like I know Hard had mentioned it the last time when y'all did impressions. Like you get into battles in the wild like so often in that game,
For
especially
me,
if you like running
the
around.
funny thing is when I'm looking for wild battles, it takes forever to get them. That's like the crazy thing. Like when I'm actually looking for
That-
wild battles, then when I actually don't
That's how
want a wild
Pokemon
battle,
is, too.
Yeah, when I
was
don't want a
about to say
wild
that.
battle, then I get bare wild battles. Like it's weird how these games are moving, bro.
That
That's
shit be annoying.
Pokemon for you. You be looking for a specific Pokemon. You done seen that bitch 10 times the whole time you done played the game. Now when you actually looking for him, you can't get him.
Can't find
Can't
it.
find
Hell
it.
yeah.
Like the
That's
game knows.
classic.
Like the game
Like,
knows. That should be
RPG
annoying.
shit right there.
Yeah, the game be annoying.
Well.
Erica, thoughts on Spider-Man previews?
I'm kind of like you. I haven't been seeing a whole lot
been ducking
just
them?
because I feel like I've seen enough. It's like just come out already. But the only things I really saw was I think it was an article or something giving a lot of credit to Sunset Overdrive
Ooh.
because of how good the web slinging is. They are saying it's because of Sunset Overdrive. I guess I don't know. So I saw that, and then I saw some people complaining about Mary Jane. So I don't know how
Of course,
like the solid revs out there. I don't know how they're gonna do with that.
I don't.
But,
It seems like it's not gonna be a problem
yeah.
for me. No.
I don't think it's going to
Yeah, I
be
don't-
that big of an issue. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes sense for the story, I don't see why not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so
It seemed like she does make sense for the story, but I just hate stealth when I don't have the option to cause havoc. You know what I'm saying? Like if I get caught, I want to turn the fuck up. I want to knock some motherfuckers out and shit like
one
that.
motherfucker we tried to play Ghost Recon with, but he wouldn't let us do none of the missions.
yeah.
Dead ass. Like when I play Metal Gear and shit like that, like
You get caught right away, bro.
I get caught easy. Like I'm not even trying to stealth. Like I stealth for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
After that, I'm turning up. I'm getting
Yeah.
crazy. Calling shit in from the helicopters and all that ammo and extra
Yeah.
shit, bazookas, all that wild shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Kind
that
of the
type of
same
guy.
way. So once you're caught, that's it. Like the mission, you
My
fail,
I
or
don't know definitely, but it don't sound like, you know what I mean, she can bang or anything like that. So
Right.
I hope she
Yeah.
can. That should be lit.
All right.
At least run away or something. know?
Call Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call-
But then
Call
there'll be a
Spider-Man.
complaint she's a damsel in distress and shit.
Right.
I mean, I ain't
They
trying
ain't
to
gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
We got a donation from Lonk. He says, question for you guys. You each have $10 million. How do you legally create the most chaos?
Legally?
Legally.
The most
Um,
chaos.
That's an interesting question. Jack, you're an evil person. You know what I mean? You're pretty
Low key, appreciate it, fam.
You're
Appreciate
a
it.
pretty evil person. $10 million.
Indeed.
How would you create the most chaos, Jack?
To be honest, man, if I had $10 million, bro,
Legally.
I'm not trying to create no chaos. I'm trying to eat fancy food and jack off all day. Same shit I'm trying to do right now, baby. I just be able to do it more free.
He's $10 million richer.
Yeah.
For real, dog. I ain't,
That's
I ain't
actually
trying
an
to do no
interesting
chaos.
question. Like, yeah, if Alex was here, you probably have some clever thing to say. But for me,
No, he would.
yeah, Alex would definitely have something clever to say. For me, I don't know. $10 million legally create the most chaos.
I think that's easy. You just hide some of it somewhere and tell the world.
Ooh.
Go look for it.
Go look for it.
Everybody's gonna go crazy.
That's a good one.
That's like that movie Rat
It's like
Race.
that
That's like that
Simpsons
movie.
episode. Everybody just goes crazy.
Yeah,
That's,
that's like-
actually
Yeah.
a really good one. Or
You gotta
very
drop
good.
mad clues too.
Or-
that don't make
Yeah,
no
do
sense.
clues. Like that would be cool. Like it's a
Or-
game.
You know how many people would die though? Like, God.
or what's it called? You can just stand on a tall
Hopefully not.
building and throw it all and watch people go crazy. For
I was
it.
thinking that
That's
too.
true. That too.
People will go
yeah.
crazy for
oh,
that.
they give you inciting a ride for that shit though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be illegal.
Imagine,
Ready Player
throwing
One.
$10 million in the middle of like a city street. People going
people will
absolutely
go crazy.
Yeah.
I'd probably drop $10 million worth of guns all over New York City.
What?
This motherfucker trying to create Grand Theft Auto out this motherfucker.
Yeah, just
It's gotta be
all over New
legal
York
though.
City.
It has to be legal. That's the thing.
I think that's if I legally buy the guns, it ain't got nothing to do with the people picking them up
Create
off the
the
ground.
most chaos.
Or
Just go to every. Or just go to
Buy
take this in.
$10 million worth of
Or take this
guns.
in. Go to every grocery store and just cop every milk, milk, and just take everything.
Oh, so
Or
they're
some
just
shit like
out
that.
of something.
Or take
You
baby
gotta
milk. Or
buy
take
all the
baby.
milk
Buy
and
all
all
the
the
baby
bread.
food in like your local
No.
area.
Buy all the
Yes,
milk.
sir. Baby
That's pretty
Start
evil.
babies.
That's pretty evil,
You own
right?
something, Kofi. You gotta
That's fucked
buy
up.
all the milk and bread, but
children.
make a fake thunderstorm warning on the news. So you know.
Oh, so they gotta go get
That
food.
is pretty evil, bro. Think about it.
Oh my
Buy
God,
all the
milk's
baby
gone.
food.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do?
Bad,
I would
evil.
spend my $10 million opening up studios for Microsoft.
Damn.
Oh,
Get a whole
man.
game pass.
I'm taking my 10 million. I'm buying out these pizza restaurants and getting rid of all the cheese.
Oh yeah, that will
No.
create
Hey
chaos.
No
man,
cheese,
stop
hey.
this, bro. Stop this, bro.
That
Stop
would
this.
create chaos for me.
That would definitely create chaos.
But I'm not buying Papa John's. They can keep their shit. Ain't nobody going there anyway.
Yeah, they ain't going there.
Oh shit!
Damn.
But fuck that, $10 million. I'm not giving it.
I'm talking into. I need that.
I'm broke as fuck. I'm
I
sorry.
need
I'm
that.
not giving it.
No.
I just hope somebody buy all the
keep
forks so
half,
J-Man
please.
can't eat cereal no more.
Oh man. We got another donation real quick from B Arsenal. He says $5 for a hardhead to explain what noun laid as are. Noun laid as are. What is that?
No,
Now we're latest.
Now latest.
What is that? What is that?
Oh, I see.
You never had knowledge before, no?
What is that?
The
Now
candy.
latest.
I guess he said the way you pronounce them. They call now and laters, but most
What?
black people say now.
No, well, it's not even black people. I would say it's just New Orleans people. I have to really force myself to say now and later. But
Bro, it's now later. That's
Don't
how you
nobody
say now
pronounce the
later.
whole shit though. Nobody.
yeah,
does it.
now later.
They say now latest. Now
Okay,
latest.
what are you guys talking about? I'm actually really confused. Right now.
It's a candy.
It's a candy.
Oh, okay.
It's a candy it's a soft candy, but it's actually kind of fucking hard when it's
It
That
is.
shit can get
You
hard
gotta,
as fuck.
you gotta suck on it for a while.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Erica, you gotta suck on it, eh? Erica, you gotta suck on it,
Suck
huh?
on this one.
Hey, I like where this is going.
Tell us
more, Erica.
Oh,
What
man.
you gotta suck on, Erica? Oh man.
You chew on the thing, you're breaking some teeth. You gotta.
Wait, how y'all
Oh,
gonna
man.
roll- I ain't
Shit
gonna
is
roll
lit.
with
Erica, someone clip that for
How
me,
y'all gonna
please.
pause Erica, dog? It's Erica.
How you pause it, Erica? Yeah. That's crazy.
But they're shaped like little squares, Kofi. I don't know if you've
Oh,
seen
okay.
them. They're like
get you a
all
picture.
That's
packaged
Classic
classic
individually.
candies growing up. Classic candies in the candy
Oh
store.
yeah,
I'm gonna get you a
classic.
picture real quick.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were called now and latest for a while. Like just growing up, you say now latest, like now latest.
Yeah, now later.
Nobody pronounces like enunciates the whole word.
Post a
the
picture
whole
in the
name.
Post a picture in the fucking in the Discord chat so I can see how they look like. Maybe I had one before.
Candy
There you
review.
go.
We got a
Nowadays-
quick super chat from Guru. Shout out to all y'all.
Yeah,
sending
see,
super
there's like
chats.
different flavors in it, and they're all individually packaged. So you
Nah, I
just,
never had that before. This
You
shit looks
never
like
had
it looks
Mambas
it looks like freaking
I was about
Starburst.
to say.
It looks like Starburst.
You ever had Mambas?
It's bigger than Starburst.
Oh yeah,
They're a
Mama's
little
they are.
bigger.
Nah, I never had
Mambas
You ever had
are-
Mambas?
Mama's good
Yeah,
as fuck.
Yeah, they pretty good.
The lemon joints? Ooh, them shit fire.
So we got another donation from Guru. He says, "What y'all think of Tomb Raider thus far?" I'm guessing he's thinking about the new one. Jack, you're a big fan of Tomb Raider, and you're really looking forward to this
Wait a
game.
minute,
So
hold on. Guru donated for that?
yeah,
He just donated on my live stream for the same question. Okay, I'm
he
gonna
wants to hear-
re-answer.
he wants to hear it on the podcast, probably. You know what I mean? Shout out to Guru.
You must be looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, even though all the signs they've shown us, this is gonna be. I'm not gonna say a bad game because neither one of the previous Tomb Raiders were bad games, but it's gonna be underwhelming, man. If I had to go off base what I've been seeing, they came out with a 46-second gameplay trailer today. 46 seconds. What the fuck I'm gonna do with that, man? Last week they came out with a 33-second video. What the fuck are y'all doing, man? Stop this, bro.
It seems like
The gameplay.
Go ahead.
It looks. The graphics are slightly worse, in my opinion, to Rise of Tomb Raider, and it's looking like it might be a slightly worse game.
For me, it seems like they're not even really like promoting it, and it just doesn't even look like all that good though. Like overall, like it doesn't look as good. For some reason, I'm not like super excited to like play it either. Like I don't know the marketing; they haven't been really marketing it to show off the game the best way. Like you've been saying, they've been doing like some short ass clips. But I don't know. I think I'm still gonna pick it up like cheap on PC or something. Like I'm gonna try and find it on CD keys for like cheap and play it.
The thing too is that it's reminding people so much of Uncharted that's really all the conversation. It's like, look how this is like the pirate ship, and then the music. Robin Gaming pointed it out, and I listened to the Uncharted track, and like the background drums is like what they used on
it was the exact
Tomb Raider.
same song.
It was like the same beat, but it just had like horns and stuff on top of it for Uncharted. So
Wow.
yeah, I don't know. Like that's kind of like a lot of negatives around the game, I'd say. I'm still gonna play it, but I won't be surprised if this game is kind of a bomb. Like it just doesn't sell very well.
I think it's gonna flop. I think it's.
I think it is too.
Nobody talked about it. The gameplay looks underwhelming. It looks like more of the same. Nothing like really is grabbing people's attention to be like, okay, I'm looking forward. Like when you think of September, like we know it's coming out, but of course everybody looking forward to Spider-Man. I'm seeing more hype for Spyro than I'm even seeing.
Oh, we definitely got to talk about that. We definitely got to talk about that.
Whoa.
That's actually a pretty good segue. But before we segue into Spyro, let me answer this question from David. He says, "Who would win in a reading competition, Kofi or Hardhead?" It will be 100% me. Just because I can't pronounce supercalifragilistic, and I can't pronounce these
Supercalifragilistic.
supercalifragilistic.
We should find out right now.
You know what I mean?
We should find
First of all,
out.
Kofi, I read over 100. I read over 1,000 comments a day. I read every single comment in my stream.
Oh please, bro. Oh please.
You ain't getting 1,000 comments a stream.
Don't you have like 3 men watching you, bro? Oh, chill. Don't you have like 3 niggas watching you?
Fuck.
About 1,000 comments,
Hold on,
man.
bro.
If you don't cut it out, if you don't cut it
You
out.
know what's funny,
Chat,
Kofi?
man.
My streams do better numbers than yours, sir.
Oh, on Twitch, not on YouTube.
Let's go.
Not on YouTube.
Let's
Maybe on
go.
Twitch. But on YouTube, my guy, because you already know what it is, dog. Yeah.
All right, where these 1,000 comments you be reading, dog? You be
Yeah,
reading
we
other
need
people's
some
streams.
receipts, dog. We need some receipts. I don't know,
Be
man.
rereading it like a new comment.
Yeah, you reread his own damn comment like 1,000 times.
Reading the donation for the 7th time, like thank God.
I don't know how hard it is fronted, dog. You already know it's just me. You know,
Kofi,
me,
all I'ma say is
Sensei,
I ain't
organized
gotta tweet out my
commenting on this
streams.
shit.
I ain't gotta tweet out my streams 3-4 times just
Oh,
to get
stop.
the
Oh,
Come on,
are you
can't
bringing
knock
it
promotion,
smoke?
dog?
Are you
You
bringing
can't
it
knock
smoke?
promotion, dog.
Oh,
I don't need to promote. They just show up, dog.
Ah, you lying. You lying.
Oh, you definitely
how that
talking shit.
growth looking?
Because we
How
both
that
can stream
growth
right now. I bet y'all get more. But you know what? Hard is my brother, man.
Who gonna read better and say it's stream though?
100%
We
me.
need to have like a competition or
100% me.
find a way.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Yo, my voice is beautiful too. You know, my reading voice is actually very, very.
Wait, what are you trying to say, Kofi?
You know what
What's
I mean?
going on?
Kofi, I can talk like a proper individual too.
no, it's
You don't know. Don't make me get in my white people bag, yo. I could definitely get in that white people bag right now, bro. Like, easy.
Kofi, I've
Oh,
done too
man.
many interviews for you to think that you can articulate better than me, sir.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
Okay.
Alright. We're gonna keep this going for the rest of the podcast, but let's talk about Spyro. So it turns out that Activision is snaking mans. They're snaking mans. So basically,
What? I see it.
Spyro on the disc will only include the very first Spyro. You have to download 2 and 3. So this basically kills the resale value of this game if you really think about it. Because if you sell the game, it's probably going to be like a code, right? That's what I'm guessing, right?
Probably.
A download code that's going to be packaged in the game. So after one person uses it, obviously you can't reuse the code. So
Oh shit, it can't be a code then, can it?
it's going to be a code. Because how
It probably will be a code.
Because how else?
It
they did the
can't,
same with
it can't be.
Why?
Bayonetta did that too.
Because you can only renew it, like you just said, you can only renew it one time. It's gotta be something.
No,
like,
but I doubt it. Because how would
probably
that
read
work?
the disc like, oh, you got the disc popped in.
You think so? I don't think so. I think
I think it'd be
snake
cool.
with it. I don't think so.
They might like have it to where you own a digital version of that game, but as soon as you start it up, it's on some PS2 shit. They're gonna ask you to put the CD in.
Yeah, you gotta have the disc. That's
Right.
how I know it
You
got
gotta install it, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because if it's a code, you can't resell it.
that's what.
That sounds way too complicated though. Why they can't just put it all on one disc?
Like Crash, right? Because
Yeah,
look, it's
it should all be
Activision.
able to
Look,
fit.
they want it to perform well. Look, I bet you this is gonna be the case. They want it to perform well,
Just to sell more,
so
I guess.
basically, one person buys a copy and he tries to resell it, it's not gonna include 2 or 3. So it's just gonna force people to like rebuy the game.
To buy a brand.
I
new.
really think that's what Activision is trying to do and what they're trying to pull off right now.
But is this news? It's Activision.
I don't think they can get away with that shit though.
They definitely can. They definitely can.
It's Activision.
I mean, people not gonna give a fuck, but I think they can.
Because think about it, like with the Switch and a game, what's it called, Resident Evil Revelations Collection, right? It's the same thing. Revelations was on the cartridge itself, but Revelations 2 was a digital code, right? So you have to put in the code to download it, right, for the Switch. So maybe it's like the same thing.
Damn, so you
So,
could trade that
so
in.
if I sell that game,
Damn.
basically I'm only selling the first game, right? I'm only selling the first game because I already used up the code.
Yeah.
Finesse.
I think that's the same thing.
Right.
That's like this is the exact same situation that's going on right now.
I'm seeing that's not the case though, Kofi.
You don't think so?
No, I'm reading the article. They had an update on it.
Okay,
it
what does it
says
say
that a comment given to PlayStation Lifestyle yesterday didn't answer the question of why this is necessary. They said, as with most games today, downloading an update after the purchase is quite common. The language on the packaging on the web is to let players know that the requirements for Spyro Reignited Trilogy. So I think that statement on the package just means that letting people know that it might be like updates and patches included with the game. I don't think it's gonna be.
So you think
a code for the other two?
Okay, so you think that the game is when you pop in the game, then it's gonna make you download like a patch for the second one and third one? That's what you think?
Well, not for those
That'd
two,
be
but just
weird.
in general. Like
just
day
to let
one
you know that the
updates.
game has patches, pretty
Yeah,
much.
like day one updates and all that stuff. Like it's just letting people know that that's gonna be a thing when you buy the game, so that you can get the full experience. Like as far as the best quality.
I don't
and
know.
stuff
I'm
like that.
calling they finessing though. I'm calling like I'm calling they finessing though. What do you guys think though?
If they is, that's fucked up.
I'm calling they finessing.
Yeah, that's pretty
I mean,
bad.
it's fucked up, but it's Activision.
Yo, but they
Is
did-
y'all
I don't
surprised?
think they can get away with that.
Yo,
though,
but
bro.
okay,
That's crazy.
real quick, how did Infinite Warfare work? How did that work?
With the,
Wasn't it kind of like that?
How did that work though?
with
It was the
the
same thing
with
as
the
the
resale,
as the
though.
Switch game. It was the same thing as the Switch game because they never sold Call of Duty 4 separately. But if you bought
Right.
Infinite Warfare, you had to buy a certain version of it. There was 2 versions of the game you could buy.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
if you bought that certain version, you got a digital code for Call of Duty 4,
Yeah.
and you got the physical.
So you got a digital.
Infinite
so it's
Warfare.
probably gonna be like the same thing. So with Infinite Warfare, if you tried to sell that, the other person couldn't play Modern Warfare 4,
Call of Duty
right?
4. Nah.
You see what I'm
not
saying?
with
It's
that
probably gonna be the same
kind of-
shit because they've done it
Yeah.
before. It's probably gonna be the exact same
gonna
shit.
finesse. Yeah.
But it's Activision. I ain't surprised at
Activision.
all.
They did that with Bayonetta too, with the Bayonetta 1 and 2, right? The first one was a digital code, and the second one was on the cartridge.
Yeah. Switch
You know
it.
what?
Switch
That
has a
would
couple
make
games like
sense.
that.
That would make sense. Like this looked like a pattern for them because if you remember Call of Duty Black Ops 4, you're not allowed to buy the season pass separate from the game.
All right, so
Yeah.
Eric Empire in the chat, he says you needed the Infinite Warfare disc to play Modern
Yeah.
Warfare Remastered. So yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, I see.
See that part I didn't know.
So we'll see how this turns
Unless
out,
you
though.
got it, I think unless you got it digitally though, because I have Call of Duty 4, I can still play it. I don't have Infinite Warfare,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah, I
don't know.
didn't-
That shit confusing.
No.
It
you
is.
do have to. I think you had to have both downloaded when you wanted to play digitally.
Nah, because I don't have. I just played Call of Duty 4 yesterday, and I didn't need.
You don't have Infinite
I don't
Warfare
have
downloaded?
Infinite Warfare at all on my. I have the. I think I have. Probably the
Wait,
license.
you talking about like on Xbox or what?
No, PS4. I don't have Infinite Warfare at all. Yes,
We got a pretty funny donation by
confused.
Tony Wood 25. He says, "I don't care about the topics. Just tuned in
Damn.
to see Erica's. What's up, Jack?
Oh my
In case
God.
you forgot, Kofi,
Tony.
Erica receives $9.99.
We did forget. This happened before Kofi, and I never got it.
Fam,
Oh,
she already got paid.
shout out to my
She already
guy,
got
Tony,
paid today, man. She already got paid.
No, it
Kofi's-
should be on top of that.
Nah,
Kofi's
fam.
making the
Nah,
donations.
fam. She already got paid
Oh,
today, man.
Tony, he's finessing.
I'm running off on the plug, man. Press
Oh,
start
this is
means
wild.
what's going on with
Oh,
press start means?
man.
Is he
First off,
is he
means
working?
wilding out
Is he
again.
working? Let me see.
I already posted his first post in the Discord, though.
Oh, look what he has a J Man, yo.
Oh, you a cheese hater?
Yeah,
You come
yeah,
and
look at
speak
this
to a
one.
former cheese hater,
Yeah,
bro.
let me
What
copy
do
the
you
link
even
and put it in the
find
chat.
this?
That's funny.
Yo, shout out to Press Start memes, dog. This guy's be
Are you a
putting
cheese
in
hater?
mad work, yo.
That's lit.
All right, so
I like
Kofi-
it.
go ahead, Erica.
I was gonna say, Kofi, you owe me $20 out here.
Nah, that $19.98. I get that other 2 cents. Fam, it's lit.
J Main. So MPDs
Yo.
came out what yesterday? Is it yesterday?
Yesterday, man. Yesterday, them things
So
dropped.
break it down for us since you're our numbers guy.
I ain't got the shit in front of me, but the blasphemy that happened yesterday was PS4 did win NPD.
It didn't win
The
MPD.
Switch
The
did win
NES.
NPD. Not even the Xbox won NPD.
Okay.
Wait, you thought that was possible?
One NPD.
Who won MPD then?
The NES Classic won NPD for the month of June.
High selling units. That's crazy. I thought everyone has one by now that wanted one. Like
Right, this was like a re-release or some shit like that. Like they back out.
They restocked
they
them, I think.
restocked and people went crazy.
I still
right?
need an NES Classic. I got the SNES. I need an NES.
I'm still trying to figure out how that's
should get
considered
one.
like a console or some shit like that. Like to me, that shit is an accessory. It only has like 20 games. Like what are you? Alright, whatever. But that the NES Classic won the NPD, but they say the PS4 had, in terms of dollar amounts when it comes
Made
to
the most
hardware,
money.
PS4 won.
It made the
Right, and
most
that makes
money
sense.
off hardware, right?
Yeah,
Of course.
Of course.
Because I think the NES Classic is what,
I seen-
$70?
$60.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's cheap.
$60.
Yo, I seen
Yeah.
a little bit of like I seen a funny comment on Twitter. A man said PS4 won MPD, or what did he say? Is the 8th generation console. Basically, it sounded like an Xbox. It was actually pretty damn funny. Remember that Remember that month when the 3DS won MPD?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
Xbox mans were like going crazy or some shit because I think they came in like second. And
Yeah, it was like the Xbox
and they were running
only
around saying
console.
like, "Yo, Xbox is the best selling 8th gen console." So it's
The
funny.
8th gen,
It's funny seeing
yeah.
so it's funny seeing PlayStation guys do this too as well. But
Yeah.
Oh man.
NES Classic, man, NES Classic was a top
NES
selling
Classic
console.
won.
Yeah.
Xbox
Yeah.
won like 3 months this whole generation, right?
Something like that. Some wild shit.
Out of 5 years, bro. That's crazy.
The shit didn't even win when the Scorpio came out.
Yeah,
That blew me away.
It hasn't won MPD
Bad.
Since
since
2016.
2016, since the
Seriously?
Xbox One S.
Oh,
Oh, what was that? August thing? For the
Yeah,
August
that's a
one?
long time, bro.
man.
2 years
Did
ago.
you know? For your information, did you know the Switch has won more MPDs already than the Xbox
Really?
One? Do you guys know that?
Yeah.
Has won.
Yeah.
Did you know the
That.
Switch is on pace to pass up the Xbox One in sales within the next
Okay, so-
year or two?
Oh,
God,
yeah.
damn, the Xbox slander is crazy right now.
No, this is not a slider. We're just laying down facts. So
There
basically,
gotta be some W somewhere in here.
Sea of Thieves hit 5 million players. That's a W
Oh
right
shit!
there.
So
bro.
that means it was somewhere on the NPD charts then, right? Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm looking. No, not even in the top. Oh, State of Decay's on there.
It's do you need me to
shots,
break
though.
down their wording this time, because you know they good with the words, man. You need me to break it down?
You
for
got the the lingo down, Hardhead?
All right, go ahead,
Oh,
Arhead.
man. See, when they
Do
say
it, do it.
5 million players, they saying the 5 million players since the game came out. This
yeah.
means 5 million people have either game passed the
I know,
game,
it's so
game
deceiving.
shared the game, rented the game,
Dog.
bought the game. Basically, as long as you launched a game, you one of these
5 million players.
people.
That's why this is such a finesse, and like it's funny seeing people eat it up because it, like Hardhead said, Game Pass. Even if you bought the game and you got a refund, like me, you know what I mean? Like,
still counted in that
counted
number.
in the 5 million. They make it seem like there's 5 million concurrent players playing Sea of Thieves right now, which is I'll bet my life on it. That's not the case. That's not the case. There's
They know what the fuck they doing.
yeah, so it's just funny how they play with the words, but us, the people that are actually knowledgeable, and not the like the crazy fanboys that like freaking know, like it's just a finesse. Dog. You know what I mean? So
You know, we say that they say those numbers like that to, you know, impress the investors and stuff like that, and the people that are looking into the game. But you gotta assume that these investors are smart people, right? Like they can't be that dumb
They
to
can't be
think like
stupid,
5 million people is actively playing this game right now. Come on,
definitely.
everybody know that shit ain't real.
Yeah, continue.
we want to get into the software real quick.
All right, yeah, let's do that. Then we'll talk about the financial reports of Nintendo and Sony because they're pretty
that's a
good.
good one too.
Oh.
The best selling software for the month was Mario Tennis Aces,
Ooh.
and that doesn't include digital either. That was #1 on there.
That's
Damn.
pretty
I
impressive.
did beat that game a couple weeks ago. It's pretty cool. But #2 God of War, #3 GTA 5. That ain't going nowhere.
Number 3.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, #3 GTA 5. #4 The Crew 2. Far Cry 5 is #5. I'm not finna go through this whole damn list, but you know, you got the usual Nintendo games like Mario Kart, Odyssey,
that's
Breath of
staying
the
up
Wild
there.
is still on there. MLB The Show is on there. Donkey Kong made the list, coming in at #19. And to round out the list at #20, we got last month's winner, State of Decay 2.
Wait,
so
State of Decay went from #1 to 20, J-Man?
Talk about it.
In a month?
yeah, I thought it was gonna be #1
months.
again. I mean,
#1 to
Microsoft
20?
said they had like 2 million players in like the first 2 days. I thought
I had 2 million. That's a lot.
I thought that meant that it was gonna be able to repeat as the #1, but
You know what it is? You know what it
that
is?
shit died.
It's probably because State of Decay is one of them one and done games. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh shit.
It definitely is.
The
No Xbox
shade
slander.
is
Shout out
strong.
to Xbox, man. Shout out to all the Xbox fans out there. We actually really fuck with Xbox though. But yes, at least it did chart. So, and the fact that the game is selling at what, $39, so I guess it's still a pretty good thing. So I can't really hit
That's
on
good
it.
for a $40 game.
Yes, it's not bad because NPD runs on dollar amounts right now. Actually, like the game sales don't they go by like money, not really
Not
like
physical
units, not units, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what, to my knowledge, yep.
Yeah.
Right. But look, Nintendo definitely got the W overall for the month of June with the NES and just all their games that are charting.
Yeah, Nintendo's absolutely killing it right now. Apparently they're on like pace with the PS4. Like I read a tweet. I'm trying to bring it up of some guy put like a stat of the Switch compared to the PS4.
Nah, they doubling with the PS4.
So in this
Really?
amount of time,
It ain't doubling.
No,
dog.
in this amount of time, they're on
they
like.
doing,
Wait, let me bring up the exact tweet because I think
they doing in 1 year what it took the PS4 to 2 years to do. That's what it said.
Wait, hold on.
I believe you can look it up for
Hold on.
verbatim, but it was
Nah,
something
it
along
was-
those
I'm gonna
lines.
find the
No,
exact.
they do it in one holiday what it took the PS4 to do in 2 holidays. That's what it was. Because the PS4 came out, of course, during the holiday season.
Holidays, yeah.
So that shit, they had like 2 holidays under their belt before they got to like 20 million.
Yeah, the Switch is doing well, man.
Okay, that makes sense.
The Switch is doing well, and I know.
Oh shit!
What you drop over there, J man?
Fumble.
My controller, man, that shit. I'll pick it up later. I hope that shit ain't broke.
Yeah, the Switch is doing well, and at this point, man, you just look as silly when you're hating right now. You know what I mean? The Switch is doing this thing right now. It's probably gonna be passing Xbox really, really soon. Given next year, it's probably gonna
End of next year.
End of next year, 2019, it's probably gonna 100%. Because if we're going to buy, the general consensus that the PS4 is outselling the Xbox like 2-1. I think that's what like most people say, right? Like 2-1.
Yeah,
so
like 2-1.
we could assume
Yeah.
we could assume like the Xbox One is probably around like 41, 42 million around the area, right? Like that's what I would guess. That's what I would guess. half of the
That's disappointing as fuck, though.
half of the PlayStation sales. So,
Bruh.
and the fact that Nintendo, with their financial report of Q1, they have sold basically 20 million consoles, and that's pretty damn impressive, man. Niggas can't hate, man. That's pretty damn impressive, man.
So-
I just have one question. Is this on pace to be the worst selling console of all time?
No.
What?
No.
The
Xbox
Xbox
One?
No, it's not doing
No,
that.
no,
bad.
don't do that.
Don't do that.
dog.
The Wii U exists. The
Did we forget
Dreamcast
about the
exists.
Wii
Oh yeah, the Wii U.
The Dreamcast
okay.
as well. I think the Dreamcast only sold like 12 million, bro.
Damn.
The GameCube only did in the 20 millions. Like we ain't gonna forget about those.
The Xbox is not doing
Seriously?
that bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
The GameCube
Hey,
didn't
that's
do that
news
bad.
to me, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo was on a decline. Like, I mean, it was like if you go from when they started, like the Wii U was a spike, but like the N64, like the GameCube, all that shit was going down, and then the Wii U shot up, and then they went back down. Now they
But the 360 did like high 70 million, huh?
360 like 80 something million.
All right, I just looked it up. So the GameCube sold 22 million. The original Xbox, 24 million.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
PS2 murdered.
those are below.
PS2 murdered that generation.
Yeah.
That
They
generation.
murdered it.
155 million for PlayStation 2.
All right, so
That
quickly,
DVD player,
let's
dog.
discuss the software sales of some of these Nintendo games. Super Mario Odyssey has sold 11 million copies. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold 10 million copies. Breath of the Wild.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Odyssey came out the end of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
It only been a
damn.
few months. It only really been a few months. Breath of
It
the
hasn't
Wild.
even been a year yet.
Breath of the Wild has
Damn.
sold almost 10 million copies, 9.32 million. Splatoon has sold
Yo.
6 million. 1-2 Switch has sold 2 million. ARMS has sold
God.
2
What?
million. This is what I was really surprised at because this game fucking sucks. Even worse than 1-2 Switch.
Wait, 1-2 Switch?
Kirby Star Allies has sold almost 2 million copies, my guy. Almost
How?
2. How?
How?
How? This game
Who's
is not
buying
that
that
good.
shit?
Did you buy that code?
I did buy it, and I beat it. It's trash. I can confirm, but I got an excuse. I'm a YouTuber and shit, so
Damn.
that game is trash.
He said I'm a
I'm a
YouTuber.
I didn't see, I
That
didn't see
game
you
is
stream
trash.
that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see no streams, Kofi.
But I can confirm the game is
Did you do
trash.
a review?
I can
Did you
confirm the game.
review on that?
I reviewed it on Twitter. I said the game is trash. Xenoblade Chronicles 2
Eric
has sold
exposing
a million, and this game really showed me that the Wii U was a total freaking flop. Like we already knew, but like this right here showed me that it was like a disaster. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze sold 1.4 million units already.
Damn. Yeah.
On the Wii U, I swear
Nah,
this game
that was actually
struggled.
a good game, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying on the Wii U, I think
Oh.
it struggled to even crack 500K on the Wii U.
Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
It was bad.
It even sold like
Wow.
1 million copies. So for this
Yeah.
game to sell
That's the
1.4
thing.
million, that's pretty damn impressive. So
The Wii U has some good games. It was just that hardware.
the
that
hardware,
people wasn't-
yeah. So can you really blame Nintendo, Jack, for re-releasing some of these ports if they're really like doubling the sales like crazy like this? Look, because Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, I'm pretty sure it sold like 500K on the Wii U, and if it's now selling 1.4 million on the Switch, can you really blame Nintendo for bringing these ports over?
No, of course not. I don't blame anybody for porting that game or like. I mean, why wouldn't you want your game available? You know, on all your fucking systems, like especially if people gonna rebuy it. So, I never fought anybody for porting their games.
Mm-hmm.
But the Wii U was definitely a failure. It just shines a light, like y'all saying, how big of a fucking misstep the Wii U was with these new numbers that's coming out.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah. And PlayStation. Let's move on to PlayStation. We would talk about Xbox, but they don't drop no numbers like that.
Oh, they don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, how many doors was opened in the State
I
of
think
Decay?
it was like about like 3
How
million.
many doors glitched?
Oh shit.
Oh man,
Come on,
it's
Erica. They
fell through the
pass it
map
up. They
already.
pass it up, Erica. It can't be that
I
bad.
don't know. No one's playing it. I haven't seen
All
it.
right, so the
Oh no!
so
I ain't
man.
gonna lie. I got close to beating the game and dropped that shit. Like,
Damn.
All right, so Erica, I mean, let's ask
What's
Jack. Let's ask Jack actually. The PlayStation has sold how much or shipped? They said
I believe it was 82 million, right?
82
Yeah.
million.
Damn.
Woo!
Shipped 82 million. So that's absolutely
Damn.
crazy. The PS4 is dominating this generation, and I think it's projected to sell what, or projected to ship 94 or something like that, or is it 96?
96 million by March.
By March 2019. So
They gonna hit
this is
100.
Crazy.
Damn.
This is
Yeah, my
crazy.
prediction is holding strong. I think 100 million by the end of next year.
This is crazy.
Sold through this. You know, we talking shit, but I think by the end of next year, definitely will have 100 million sold through.
bruh, I don't know. They gonna be able to do something mean with the amount of clout like that. 100 million consoles sold. They
Yeah.
gonna never let that shit go.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to do shit like no backwards compatibility for PS5.
Nah. I don't think Sony. Look, will they get cocky like that? I don't think so. It will be bad because look, this position will change. Like, look what happened with the PS3. Like after the PS2 crazy success, 150 million consoles sold, they still fumbled with the PS3. You know, you still can't bring out some bullshit and people are just gonna eat it up. You know what I mean? So I don't think the PS5 is gonna like. I think it's gonna be a solid
know what?
console, and they're not gonna really fuck it up like that.
That PlayStation Now got me worried about native backwards compatibility with PS5.
Why? Why you say that?
Because
Yeah.
they so bullish and so like out there with promoting that and adding games to PlayStation Now that I just feel like they're gonna do some shit where they be like, you could just play all your old games on PlayStation Now and not worry about
If they
coming
did,
through with
can you
native
imagine?
backwards compability.
Can you imagine?
I
Can you
can.
imagine
I
if
really
Sony
can.
came with
I can.
PS5 and they're like, okay, you can't play backwards compatible, but it's streaming.
Yep.
Oh, that would be.
I don't spend the conversation these past few weeks streaming
that
games,
could
right?
happen.
Come on, man. Like, don't listen. I'm not down it.
I think the problem is that like it's not that it's streaming per se. It's the fact that it's a subscription service and people are just buying in a subscription service like it's nothing right now.
Yeah.
That's so trash because you got to pay for that.
All
Whereas
right, so we
you
got a
can just
comment. It says the PS3 sold 83 million. How is that a fumble? Jack, can you tell them how the PS3 was a complete fuck up right at the beginning of the launch?
It was pretty much just the beginning, man. The first 3 years of the PS3, I didn't even own a PS3. It was because I couldn't condone the shit they was doing, man. The price point, the games, they didn't have that many. Besides Uncharted 1 and 2, like games I really wasn't fucking with.
Even when it comes to sales, Xbox was crushing it for the longest time.
The UI was fucked up. They didn't have trophies.
It was crushing. Xbox was crushing the PS3 for the longest time before PS3.
The PSN store was fucked up. You had to launch it through a browser.
So
like, come on, man.
I'm pretty sure it was a
PS3
fumble. You know what I mean? At launch, it was pretty bad. No games at launch too. It was really, really bad at launch.
When the Slim came out, they turned it around.
Yeah.
Even though they sold 80 million, they still lost money on the overall.
I think they did, right?
And
the whole online situation too. The whole online situation, and they really fucked that up.
Whenever GTA 4 came out, they picked up, though. That's all I remember.
Oh yeah, no, when Uncharted 2 came out, it was
2009 was lit for PS3.
Yeah, they turned it around though. You see how it ended up. It ended up being one of the better systems they've had. So
let me read some donations before I forget. Joel says people still playing COD. I'm definitely not playing COD. I think Jamie was saying he's gonna check out the beta, so he exposed. I think Erica said that.
I play that shit every year. I still didn't beat the World War II.
They come out tomorrow, right? That beta.
I can't play that shit no more, man.
It's trash, man. It's garbage. It's trash.
Like how many times can you buy the same game? You know, really, like it's the same shit. Man.
It's one of those guilty pleasures. One of those guilty pleasures. You know what I mean? Like. When I first really got big on online, it was Call of Duty. Call of Duty 4 was what I played all day, all night. So it's one of those games that just, takes you back. It's muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? Quick arcade shooter. That's all it is, man. That shit is garbage. The last one that
I played a lot was Black Ops 2, and that was it for me. That was it.
That was the last one I bought.
Peak. Well, no, Black Ops 3 was their peak.
I played Black Ops 2 and
Black Ops 3.
Wait, what was their peak?
No.
Sales wise, Black Ops 3 was their peak.
No, sales was Modern Warfare.
Revenue wise, my bad, not sales. Revenue.
I was gonna say what?
Modern Warfare 3 was their sales peak. But
revenue wise,
popularity, I would probably even say Black Ops 1 might have been there.
Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, like that time period.
Yeah, them
everyone was playing Call of Duty.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for the I want to see what they battle royale supposed to be.
Oh yeah, they teased it in that trailer too, that beta trailer.
Is it like I said, the beta?
Now you know people are just gonna be camping.
It's coming next month.
That's gonna be just camping.
The beta for that next month.
Camping's already terrible in Call of Duty.
But look, the way I see it, I feel like the only two games that need to be doing this battle royale shit and doing it right is Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Battlefield's probably gonna be good though. That battle royale, I could probably see that being pretty cool. Yeah.
For Call of Duty?
No, Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Oh, Battlefield.
I can see that one working. I can see that one.
They got the maps for it. So.
Yeah, they got the whole destructible environments and even the fortifications that they add now.
Build now.
Even with that, that's
they got it.
Put sandbags now. Have a prosthetic arm.
Imagine that you shooting at the motherfucker, he put up sandbags on your ass.
And you just sitting there watching him like, what is this motherfucker doing?
That Fortnite shit. That's why I can't fuck with Fortnite, man. I'm shooting at a motherfucker.
Yeah,
I was building fucking
word, bro. Yo, word, bro.
You know, looking at it. Fuck out of here.
I was playing that shit the other day, like just a quick match, and I seen a man, right? I'm like, yo, I'm about to gun him down. We're gonna have a straight gunfight. This guy built a fucking castle, bro. I was like, I don't know how to do this shit. No, I just put the game down. This guy died, I put the game down. Like, I ain't playing this shit.
Start building Bowser's castle up.
Yo, right now, if you're jumping into Fortnite, you definitely gotta get good at building. Like, you really gotta get good.
Not really. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit be hurting. Because I'll be having 4 kills, and then as soon as I see somebody building, I'm just like, fuck it, kill me. I'm not even gonna fight you. But if you can figure out a way to make it to the end without going up against somebody that's building left and right, then you can win the game every time.
Yeah, you probably have to hide and shit. Tony Wood 25 says, "Damn, Kofi, this ain't press start. Y'all working for Death Row Records for reals. Any of y'all getting the Spider-Man console?" Yes, I am getting the Spider-Man console. I got it pre-ordered. I think J-Man got it pre-ordered as well. Do you?
I got the pump fake pre-order. I got that shit on Amazon. So you know what I mean. I'm still, you know what I mean.
Might get it.
I might get it.
Yeah, so I got that pre-ordered, and I'm still deciding if I'm gonna give it away on Patreon. To a Patreon. So I'm still deciding on that. So. We'll
Trying to bless the Patreon. Y'all hear this? Y'all better go ahead and fuck with it.
I'm still deciding if I'm gonna give it away.
Man, that's quite the fucking blessing.
Yeah.
But look, if anybody want to buy a PS4 Pro, I'm selling mine right now so I can get a Spider-Man PS4 Pro, dog.
Yoshi
How much you
Space-
selling that thing for?
Right.
I'll sell it for $320, dog. I'm gonna be generous.
Yoshi Space Dragon says, "Microsoft, we won't release numbers, but look how many dust particles have gathered on the Xbox. Will this milestone convince you to purchase an Xbox?" That's not nice, Yoshi, man. That's not
Damn, Yoshi.
nice. That ain't nice,
That's funny as
man.
hell.
I'm trying to
Look
let
at
them
what
live
you're
right
doing.
now.
man.
No Xbox Line 2018, man. Tony Wood again with another donation. Yo, shout out to Tony Wood, man. It says, "Nah, fam, Kofi new name is Vince McMahon."
Vince
McMahon.
Wait, what's it? McMahon?
Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
What you
What
say?
did I say?
Vince
What?
McMahon.
Yeah.
Like I said, my money on hard head,
Our
dog.
head's gonna roast.
My money on hard head, dog.
Also, I want your most
man.
anticipated game this year / early 2019.
Oh.
2029 for Xbox One Fan. This guy's killing Xbox Fan, bro. Oh my god.
Oh man,
Oh my
let's go.
God.
Kofi, if you would like, I can give you some articulation classes.
Shut up, bro, and give us your most
God.
anticipated game for early 2019 or this year. What is it? Harvey?
This.
Anthem, I can't really.
Ew,
nothing
out of all
else.
games?
Anthem?
I'm looking forward to that one. Anthem?
You said
Of
early
all games?
2019, early
Or this year too.
Or this year.
Or this year.
Oh, at the end of this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crash.
Crash.
Ew.
Smash and Pokemon.
Smash?
Oh,
Oh, they said
Smash.
Crash. Oh, they said
Man,
Crash.
mute this motherfucker.
Okay,
I dead ass forgot about
for
Smash. I
this
ain't gonna
year,
lie.
Smash, Spider-Man, Red Dead. Next year, The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, and I guess that's what I can think of at the moment. Erica, how about you?
You guys ain't gonna say Crackdown? Damn.
Oh. Hell
It
no.
doesn't have a confirmed release date though.
Yes, it does.
February.
February
Yeah,
22nd.
it does.
But didn't
Remember?
that release date get moved too?
No, it didn't.
No.
No,
Oh,
it needs
man.
to.
They
but
said
it
that's gonna be the
hasn't.
last delay. That's the last delay.
Calling it right now that release date gonna get moved to April.
If it get moved, it's gonna get canceled.
Nah, it's gonna get moved to April. Wow.
Yeah, because they did say that. He said
Oh,
this
they
was the last
can't.
delay.
Yeah,
The last delay
they
was the
said
last
that's
one.
the last
delay.
delay.
If you guys delayed again,
Microsoft ain't never lied to us, man. Come on, y'all.
You guys forgot one. Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, wait, that got a release date?
Hey, does it? Isn't it 2019?
Early. Yeah, it's
It
like
did say early 29. Oh, I forgot to say Soul
Oh,
Calibur,
yeah.
yo, too. This year.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
one.
one.
I was gonna say
my
that
God.
one.
I forgot that
I think
one, too.
Dying Light 2 might be early.
I'm
2020.
still
How did I
hoping-
forget Dead or Alive?
Dead or
dog?
Alive 6. Oh, shit.
Kingdom Hearts
That
3
is-
for J
that is
Max.
the-
Yeah, Kingdom
that is
Hearts
the
3?
move.
I'm not forgetting all these.
still
Yo, 2019 gonna be fire, bro. 2019.
I need a
Yeah, I
Borderlands
think we'll
3
be
announcement.
Code
I need a
Veins will be
Borderlands
early.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
Code
Code
Vein
Vein?
2.
hoping for that one.
Yeah.
I hope it's not.
Days
but
Gone,
yeah, I
anybody?
think it
No, I'm
is.
just playing.
Days Gone.
Nobody.
I saw that there too. I'm looking
You know
at
what?
the
Look
list.
forward to that
I
shit.
remember.
Why nobody ain't talking about the fact that ain't nobody really hyping up Days Gone, dog?
Because after,
that's the
after
only-
the
Ain't
game,
nobody hyping it.
Yeah,
That's what I was about to say.
Because
Ain't nobody
after
hyping it,
that
that's why.
gameplay shit, the hype kind of died down for like most people, even me, myself included. Because I was like super hyped originally for that game,
PlayStation
but
fanboys went
It's
like
gonna have
Homer-
good graphics. Other
you
than
know,
that,
but
I
I'm
don't
after
know.
seeing the
The
gameplay,
Xbox-
I'm like, it might be alright.
When Homer Simpson in the bushes after that gameplay came out. I'm gonna fall back.
The Xbox dudes be looking for ammo. That's all they need right there.
Or Roast Days
Days
Gone.
Gone. Hell
They're
yeah.
just gonna compare to.
Damn.
They're just gonna compare to Rise Son of Rome, anyways. That's all they.
Wait, what's wrong with Rise, sir?
I'm just saying.
Nothing.
Rise created.
If it
every
wasn't
game,
for
bro.
Rise, we wouldn't have God of War.
Facts. That's a fact.
Wouldn't
We wouldn't have
You
gaming,
wouldn't have
period.
gaming at all. Exactly.
We wouldn't have Nintendo. We wouldn't have nothing.
Say Rise.
No smart.
Say Rise. Rise
Rise.
came first, huh? Rise came first.
Rise, Son of Gaming. Nigga. That's the title.
Son of game.
Flaffy, he says, they want to keep that PS Plus 30 million active users. So I believe PS5 will have backwards compat. Didn't the numbers drop too of PS Plus users? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I got a theory about that. Can I?
It was like 3.
I
think it was 3 million people.
What is
They
it?
said.
I'm
About
about to
3
cancel
million
that.
people.
I'm about to
No,
cancel
300,000. 300,000. 300,000.
It was 300,000. What?
300,000.
I saw 3.
What
Okay, so
happened? What happened?
motherfuckers can't.
What's your theory, bro?
Motherfuckers got smart and realized you didn't need PlayStation Plus for Fortnite. So them 300,000 people that dropped that shit are people who play Fortnite.
Maybe.
Because they don't need that shit.
That's a good theory.
So PlayStation, y'all call PlayStation anti-consumer, yet 300,000 people are able to play Fortnite for free.
That's something else we need to talk about. I don't know if it's a topic, but
This is a good segue. We segue today. Jack, segue for us.
Nintendo
Xbox
came out and
worst
said
place
that.
to play.
Yeah, Nintendo came out and said that you will not need a Nintendo online subscription to play their free-to-play titles. So it's only one place currently where you need an online subscription to play the Xbox.
Hey yo, Microsoft, y'all letting us play the Microsoft Live for free on PC.
Is that anti-consumer? Like, I don't know.
We can play Fortnite for free on the phone. I can play Fortnite for free on my fucking phone. Why y'all trying to charge us for this shit, Doug? Like, let it go. Just open the floodgates.
All right, so
y'all talking about crossplay. Cross the fucking free to play game.
Cross paths.
Cross the free shit, man. That's
This
what
is
we wanna
definitely
know.
an issue that Microsoft needs to resolve because it's a bad look. Look, for these free-to-play games, even on cell phones, there's no paywall to play the games. You know, Fortnite, you can play Fortnite on a cell phone. You don't need a paywall. You can play Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch. You don't need an online subscription for that. You can play a Fortnite on PS4. You don't need an online subscription for that. Xbox is the only platform that requires you to play online free-to-play games. You need like gold. So games like Warframe, Fortnite, like you need Xbox Live Gold to play these games online. And I feel like since every company is like fucking, doesn't do that, Microsoft should just follow suit. So I don't know if they're scared that they're gonna lose some active users because that's all they care about nowadays is their active users. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I think if more people complain about it, they'll probably fix it though. I think so.
They won't.
Well, people just
You don't
dip
think
out.
so? I think if people make noise about it.
Nah.
Because
No, they won't change.
You already know people pick a certain platform each generation to make noise about certain shit, and it's usually like the leader of the generation. Because a lot of times the leader is doing some fuck shit, but you know what I mean? People are on PlayStation neck right now, so people are not really gonna give a fuck about what Xbox.
Yeah, maybe because they're losing. That's why people are not really like talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
I already know people who stopped playing Fortnite on the Xbox just to play it on the Switch because they ain't gotta have Xbox Live.
Because it's free.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sway Zo, he says.
And you can play with Xbox users with it,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
get the best of both worlds.
True.
Sway Zo says, Kofi, all you need to do is add Skittles colors to your hair, and then you'll be like 6'9".
Treyway.
Treyway. Look like little Yachty if you put one of them.
You put some
of them
beads.
beads.
Yeah, shout out to everyone watching the podcast. We got 66 likes. Shout out to everybody. Please hit the like button. Really appreciate it. Erica, can you read our next Patreon question?
Yes. All right, so this is from Kid Seen Ghosts. He says, shout out to the Kingdom Hearts 2 of podcasts.
Lit.
Speaking-
I don't know if I don't know.
Is
if
that
that's
a good
common.
thing or a
I
bad
think it's
thing?
a good
Yes.
thing.
That's a
'cause he
great
says-
thing. Kingdom Hearts 2 to go.
They say, speaking of the GOAT, so they're saying we're the GOAT.
Yep.
I recently read an interview with the Kingdom Hearts 3 director, and he was talking about how the dev team is worried because they are running out of space on Blu-ray discs because of how big the game is. Since we're nearing the end of this generation, assuming the new consoles are not digital only, do you think that we will see the move to a different higher capacity optical disc like BDXL? Which I don't know what that is, but
That's
Blu-ray
it's like a
disc
bigger.
XL.
Yeah.
Okay, so it holds more like.
Yeah, they would just have to make bigger gigabyte Blu-ray discs. Like,
Nah, they'll have to come up with a whole new type of
Going digital.
CD, I guess.
No, going digital soon, man.
don't they got Blu-ray discs that's more than 50 gigabytes though. They got to.
They're going
Do they?
digital
I don't know if
soon.
they're doing that.
They're gonna use the cloud.
The cloud.
Oh, there
The
you go.
cloud is gonna take care of the rest.
I
There's
don't
not
know,
enough room,
man.
so
In
the cloud
a
took
couple
on
of
it.
years, you might be going straight digital and might not even have a disc drive.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, they could also always do multiple disc
Could
in
do
the
that.
case.
No, not again.
Or like you just put in the CD, which has part of the game, and you have to just download the rest. Like
They do have triple layer Blu-ray discs. I'm reading here.
Yeah,
They're
that's what I'm saying.
100 gigabytes. So,
Yeah, that's BDXL, and they came out in 2010.
They cost more to produce, I'm sure, though. That's why they ain't do it.
Yeah, it allows 100 gigabyte and 128 gigabyte write once disc,
right.
and 100 gigabyte rewritable disc. Damn.
I could see them making the move to. Well, my thing is like, so the 100 gigabyte ones, like they'll still be playable in the platforms we got today. We won't need like new drives and shit for that. You know what I mean? As long as
new drives.
Yeah, as long as that's not the case, then I can see them making the move. But 9 times out of 10, I think developers are just gonna cut back on the game before they make a move to a bigger capacity, just so it can fit on the smaller disc, so they can save money. Shit, that's how.
You think maybe they release it later as like DLC or something?
We see that now, so shit.
Yeah.
I would be
Like a
surprised.
digital thing.
could be.
There's also something called BD Live, and it's kind of self-explanatory. It's basically you put the disc in, but you have to be connected to the internet.
Yeah, hook up to the internet.
And
They don't use that feature no more.
Yeah, it's like you download the rest of the game to your system and shit, but only a certain amount of it is on the Blu-ray disc.
Doesn't the Switch do that kind of?
Yeah.
Certain games?
Yeah, some games.
Because they don't fit or whatever. And then,
Right, yeah. You gotta download the rest of it on the hard.
But you gotta always be connected to the internet with BD Live.
These games getting bigger and bigger though, man. That ain't no good.
people ain't gonna like that.
Yeah.
You already know they're gonna get upset.
Like certain games like 150 gigs by themselves.
Yeah,
Like
Gears of War is fucking.
know what I'm saying?
30
Like
gigs.
Gears, Uncharted,
Shit's
like
crazy.
GTA 5,
Even
like they got a lot
Final
of gigs,
Fantasy 15 on PC is like over 100 gigs. So, like shit is crazy.
Yeah.
With the move to digital, like more and more people moving to digital, I don't think they're gonna like invest in going bigger in disc capacity.
Yeah.
Because more and more people are buying digital. So
Digital's
there's
the
a big
future.
hard
We already
drive
know.
there.
It's a matter of time that we're gonna get a console with no disc drive. I feel like Microsoft's gonna be the first one though. Like I'm betting that out of like the big three.
The discless joints?
Yeah. Out of the big three, Microsoft's probably gonna be the first one to drop a console with no disc drive. Like out of the
that streaming box probably
The
gonna be
streaming
discless.
one.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe that'll
That'll
be
make it
it.
cheaper.
It'll stream, and we'll just have like a whole lot of space on it or some shit like that. Download
Would
it.
y'all buy it?
Hell no.
I have a PC.
The streaming
I have
one?
a PC, man.
I like physical because I can get those games early, if I want to, and yeah, I just like having.
I actually
physical
like
games.
digital. You know, like ever since I built my PC, you know, I've been obviously I have really no choice. All my PC games are digital. I only really started buying physical again since the Switch came out. You know what I mean? But
For like a collection purposes.
yeah, for collection purposes, like I would get it digital, but I kind of like collecting stuff. You know, it's just taking me back to like the days where I used to collect like games and shit like that. So as for the PS4, I buy digital there, but some games, I like J-Man said, I could get them early, right? So I just go and get a physical copy.
Yo.
But I do like the convenience
Also
of
for like
it.
trade in stuff. Like I still trade in games. Like if I'm not playing nothing and it's sitting there, I'm gonna trade it in. So doing that also helps me out. So that's why I like physical too. There's no like trade in program for digital games.
Yeah.
It's another thing. Like, if I'm not playing a game and it's just sitting there on my digital, I'm gonna look at that shit like spend all this money on that game.
Isn't there talk about Xbox starting that where you could trade it in for a certain percentage? A digital
There was.
one?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
I think they canned all of that shit after the whole backlash of that. They canned all. Look at Jack laughing over there. They canned all of that shit, bro.
That shit probably hard as hell to implement though, because you would have to go through like the like all the third party developers and stuff like that.
No,
too,
because
and-
if you think about their original plan for the Xbox and what they're gonna do, your disc was pretty much useless after you popped it in and you installed it. You didn't even need it no more. I don't know if you guys remember like the original plan that they had, right? And I think there was some weird thing they can do by like taking it to the store or some shit, and they do something and they're like, I don't know, but it seemed complicated though. It seemed complicated.
It was very like you couldn't you couldn't give a game to a friend unless he was on your friends list
For like a
and then
couple of
you
days
know,
or some shit like
yeah,
that.
and then you can only give it to one person or something like that. It was
It's
wild.
too complicated.
It's like 9 people, or
Yeah, I
there was a
remember
thing
that.
for that too.
Yeah.
Like your friends and family,
Yeah, like the
and
family.
you have to
time.
connect. It was just
Yeah,
too much.
It seems like it's too complicated, you know.
Mhm.
We got another
Yeah.
donation by Guru. He says, "You guys see the new Lost Soul Aside trailer? I actually haven't seen it, man.
Yes, it's
Lord.
short, but it's so sweet.
It's dope.
It's
Lord
really
have
good.
That shit
Mhm.
looks so fire, dog.
Awesome.
I mean, damn, like it definitely gives me those like near Devil May Cry vibes.
Final
that
Fantasy
Oh,
mix
yeah.
with Devil May Cry. That's what it looks like to me.
game. Yeah, Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I've seen gameplay of it before,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen the latest footage of it. Didn't PlayStation have like some China event? Like,
Yeah, China
Yeah,
Joy, I
that's where
think
it
it
was
was called.
at.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah.
That China project that they do when they were showcasing those games.
oh, okay.
But they're not even giving a year on that. It could.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
know what? Let
bad
it cook
thing,
up.
but
Let it cook up. Let it come out and be fantastic.
it's looking good.
Yeah, I'm not in no rush to play it right now. I want it to be the best it can be. So let them cook up. The graphics are crazy for that. I wonder if that game's hitting on PC, man. It better be 60 frames at least on PS4. Then it better just at least be 60.
Oh yeah, it needs to be. The way that gameplay
Yeah,
was looking,
it's
yeah,
fast
it
action.
needs to be 60 frames.
Yeah.
But
I hope
I
it's
think
out
they
of-
said it's launch exclusive for PS4, but I think it'll come to other platforms later on.
Oh, okay, I see.
Just because it's such a small team and stuff like that, and like one guy started the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
Probably got a little bigger by now since he gained so much fans and popularity.
oh yeah, definitely.
It was crazy at PSX too because their booth was so small. It was like 2 TVs.
It was packed too,
Mm.
right?
And nobody was
Oh,
there.
nobody
like,
was
I just
there?
walked up.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
there's
So
maybe
people
like
were
two
just sleeping
people.
on
People are
it?
sleeping
Maybe
on
like
that
2
then.
people in the line. Yeah, they were
They're
sleeping on it, but it was
sleeping.
kind of hidden.
Man,
So it wasn't-
people,
it was-
people don't know
Oh,
how to
yeah.
that work, dog. These
Nah.
people
That
be
was one of the
tripping.
best things there. So I hope it's there again.
Guys don't
this
know,
year.
people don't know good
I wanna
games.
play
That's
that
all.
again.
Man, Eric, you should have pulled up. You would have got mad keys.
Now you played it, Erica, right?
Yeah, I have a video
Yeah.
on my channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I seen that.
Yeah.
I think
It
next
was-
time
it was
any
good.
showcase, PlayStation will put it in a more forefront because it got good feedback.
Yeah.
Diddy266 says, "Tell Hardhead to inbox me. I'll buy his PS4 Pro for $320."
Oh
Hey,
shit!
nah, I'm upping the
Damn.
price to 380.
He like it was that
God
easy. Let me
damn.
up the price real quick.
Jeez.
I'm a haggler, sir. 380 final price.
You
Not
can't
going
do
up or
that,
down.
dog.
No,
Yeah,
you can't do
What
that.
you mean? Nah.
You gotta start high. You can't.
You
do that,
get
dog.
320
You
for a
gotta start
Pro,
high and go
dog?
low.
380 for a pro. Who gonna pass
That
up
your
on the pro
musty
for
ass can
380?
touch 320 is a deal, dog.
I'll
salesman are
I'll
you?
even open up the pro and clean that bitch out, dog.
Damn, man, it's dirty. Come on,
Yo,
fam.
yo, open it up
Oh,
and
man.
It's
mess
a
it
day
up
one pro.
and mess
It's a
it
day
up.
one pro.
Oh,
I ain't messing
fuck
up.
that
Ain't nothing
shit
wrong
up.
with it.
Mm,
I do gotta go
Man.
find my original hard drive, though.
yeah.
2 terabyte SSHD drive in there right now.
You piece of shit, hard.
Swap that thing
Akil
out.
says, are y'all watching Evo this weekend? We'll be lit. I'm definitely gonna be paying
Yes.
attention. There's actually Caravana going on in Toronto this
Oh yeah,
weekend.
it's that
so,
season.
I'm trying to catch Dragon Ball Fighter Z matches because those matches are gonna look crazy. Like watching like Pro Fighter Z players go at it it's just so fun to watch, man. It's just entertaining.
What other
to
games they
see.
got going on at Evo?
They got
All of them
Smash,
you think of?
Fighters,
Tekken?
Blaze
Probably
Blue
Mortal
Cross.
or not Mortal Kombat.
Nah, not Mortal Kombat,
No.
but Injustice. They got
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Tekken,
right.
Blaze Blue,
Street
Tekken,
Fighter.
Street Fighter 5.
What about Marvel?
Nope.
Guilty Gear.
Nope.
Yeah, they got.
Nope.
Oh, Marvel didn't. No, I thought Marvel made it.
No.
Oh,
hell no,
Marvel
Marvel.
is not even in the lineup, dog. Yo, Dragon
Marvel
Ball
got like
Fighter
3
Z
people
is the
playing
new
that.
Marvel, bro. Fighter Z is the new
Tell
Marvel.
BG he need to go revive his game, though.
It's like
gotta go
BG
live,
and 2
bro.
other players playing Marvel right now.
Yo, shout out to Danny for the donation. I appreciate it, man.
They could play in the lobby. They have like big lobbies there with people, and they bring their own TV.
Yeah, they can play.
Maybe they'll
they can
have
play
it in
Marvel in the
there.
back alley, you know, by the dumpster, yo, somewhere by the dumpster, bro. The game
Stick
is
them in the
trash.
hallway and some shit
Man,
like
by
that.
the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Damn,
Bathroom
dog.
entertainment.
Don't be shitting on BG community, dog. He runs that community.
He does. Him and 2 other people. That's the only people playing.
Yo, we actually got some positive Xbox news.
Oh, word.
Uh-oh.
Playground is hiring some pretty prominent developers from some prominent studios. So
Oh,
I
word.
think one from Ninja Theory,
One from Ninja Theory. Wait, what?
Ninja Theory.
Wait, that's what I read.
Tyler.
Yup, it is Ninja.
Yeah.
Ninja Theory is one of them.
So they stealing talent from their own brothers?
Yeah.
Their
So
own sister?
That's
man.
be like that.
So Playground hired a guy from BioWare, Rocksteady, Ninja Theory, and Guerrilla Games. Jack.
Oh.
Hey,
So the
they're
rumors about them trying to make a Horizon-like open world game.
Yeah. So
That might have some
for the
validity.
people who don't know,
They do it.
Playground is rumored to be working on the next Fable game. So it's obviously going to be a really big game for them. And I'm looking forward to it. It's looking like it's going to be a good game because Playground's actually a pretty solid developer.
No, they didn't.
The repressed RBs.
I really want another Fable, though.
Yeah.
I
The
need
Xbox
that.
One coupon.
Yeah, hopefully.
I kind of hope it's not another Fable. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
Unless it's a reboot.
I don't want it to be like
because-
cartoony though. You know,
That's
I don't
what
want
I'm
it to be
saying, like,
cartoony. I hope they have
style,
a different approach to it. Like if they're hiring all these developers from here and there, we got freaking people from Ninja Theory, Guerrilla Games. I want it to have like a little bit of a more realistic look to it. Like
Yeah,
that's what I
like
kinda want.
take the inspiration from like Witcher and shit like that.
yeah,
and
but
apply
without
that
the
to
combat,
Fable.
minus the combat.
Without the combat.
Minus-
But that's what they got to do
Facts.
from Guerrilla Games there for, because you know
minus the
Horizon got
combat though.
back.
Man, people really don't want Fable. That's crazy.
I never really played Fable, so I can't speak on the quality of the game. But just from what I saw, it's like, all right. Nah,
Yo,
I
if
mean,
it was a
like,
new
nah,
IP, J-Man, I wouldn't be mad either, bro. If it was a new
Right.
IP, I think that would be
Yeah.
pretty cool too.
I love the Fable games. I want another one.
Yeah, if
though.
it's new, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. So
That's like their action RPG, you know? That's
I mean, they can still make
theirs.
another one. Just
yeah.
yes.
I like
They're doing
playground
two
games
things.
though.
Yo, like
I'm
I've been
excited
saying,
for
I've been
it.
saying this for months now. Xbox will be popping in 2021. Xbox will be lit. You know, by then, all these developers that they have acquired, they're probably gonna have their game ready.
2021. Sheesh.
2020, 2021.
2020.
Hey,
2021.
wait.
Yeah.
What if it's not though? Damn.
Oh no!
How about they
Don't
delay
say
it?
that.
Don't say that.
What are we talking about? Fable, Horizon 7, and fucking Halo. We still gonna be talking about Halo,
Halo
Infinite,
Infinite,
because
definitely.
it ain't gonna be out then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Halo's gonna be the top.
I think the launch for the next Xbox is gonna be strong. Fuck, like I think all these games, Halo Infinite, whatever Playground is working
Ninja
on.
Theory's gonna cook up some fire. We know that.
Yeah,
They're gonna cook up
Ninja
some
Theory,
fire.
whatever they're working on. Like I think those games are gonna be ready and available for 2020, 2021, the launch of the next.
As long as like Microsoft gives these developers creative freedom, you know what I mean? It's not down their throats like, okay, shoehorn like 4-player co-op like they like to do.
Yeah.
As long as they're not doing that kind of shit, the Ninja Theory is gonna cook up something fire with a backing from Microsoft like that. I think they're gonna cook up something fire. But we'll see how it turns out. I know Jackson will be extra salty when he see that shit. Hopefully his PC can play it though. His little
Don't worry,
laptop.
I have a jiggy laptop by then. No worries.
Laptop.
Right?
God.
Yeah.
No worries.
Shout out to Playground games.
Shout out to Playground, yeah. So I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Oh my god!
Um,
Drake finally dropped the "In My Feelings" video, and I'm
I'm gonna watch
Oh,
that. I'm gonna watch
shit.
that a little bit later.
I'm mad
Erica,
because I know everywhere he's in the fucking video, and it's pissing me off.
Erica.
Oh, he shot it in New Orleans.
Of course.
Oh, yeah?
Ne-
Do the next Patreon question for us, please.
Okay, this is from Hustle and Motive. It's
Mav.
Mav. What's up,
Mav the King.
He asks, "Can we get a PSP game night in the near future?"
Ooh.
You know what? Low
Good
key,
question.
blame Jack, man. Blame Jack for all these
I don't-
game nights. You know what I mean? Cause he,
What you mean,
you know
bro?
what
What
I
you
mean? He
mean?
only plays on PlayStation, man.
Y'all don't pull up my. I play with all the skill players.
You
Man.
know,
Y'all
We
gotta
do
pull
so
have
up.
to-
our
we
only
do have to
choices,
play on PlayStation.
our only choices is freaking like Last of Us or Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Great
Oh,
games.
God.
Great games.
Oh god.
Y'all
Unless
go.
we play
Y'all
the
can go play Dota. Whatever.
Fuck that.
Nah.
No.
Unless we play the
No.
board games,
Counter
like
Strike
Jeopardy
though.
and shit like that.
Y'all could finally stop being scared and run our fucking faves, sir.
Oh shit! We actually got an
What?
update. I think we actually haven't talked about this, but real quick, I don't know if you guys know, Madden 19. I think there was a song, right? A Big Sean
Yeah.
record that has Colin Kaepernick's name, but they bleeped out his name. So EA has
Yeah.
actually released
Hold
a
up.
statement on this.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to tell
Yeah,
you.
they released a statement. Okay, I have ad block on. All right, what did they say? My shit.
This is their statement verbatim. We made an unfortunate mistake with our Madden NFL soundtrack. Members of our team misunderstood the fact that while we don't have rights to include Colin Kaepernick in the game, this doesn't affect soundtracks. We messed up, and the edit should have never happened. We will make it right with an update to Madden NFL 19 on August 6th. That's my birthday. That will include the reference again. We meant no disrespect, and we apologize to Colin, to YG.
Colin.
You call him
man. That's one tick. That's one tick for me. One tick for Hardhead. We tied today.
Colin, dog.
This man said,
Wait, are you comparing?
We tied. You called the man Colin Kaepernick Colin, my guy.
This man Colin put his career on the line.
I said Colin. Even I would have got that right. I would have got that right. You don't stop. We tied right now. I messed up on one name.
Colin, man.
Tied. Did you just hear how I read that fucking
My nigga,
You said Colin, dog.
You fucked it shit that good.
I'm thinking you talking about punctuation and shit like that. Colin.
About
Colin. What's going on?
I had mad articulation. I used the punctuation. I pronounced the word.
Are you good? Are you good? Are you good?
Period, sir.
Are you good?
Use the colon.
You did the colon. You said colon.
You're a fucking bum, hardhead, dog.
His name is Colin Kaepernick, dog.
Colin.
I'm calling bullshit on that statement, though.
And plus, it's a name, so that doesn't count. Kofi, that's a name.
I was pronouncing. I messed up on the name too. What are you talking about?
No, you didn't.
Yes, it was
you messed
Vince,
up on a regular ass word.
No, it was Vince McMahon or some shit. McCone or
but you,
whatever.
you can't mess. You can't. McMahon is easy.
No, but I think it was something else. That's why.
Did you not watch WWE growing up?
I read it wrong, actually. To be honest, I read that name wrong.
Yeah, I think you said McMahon
or some shit like that.
Like J-Name.
You did.
But look, Kofi, I just read that paragraph.
Shut up! All right, yo, let's talk about the EA
you've ever read on this podcast.
Shut up, bro. Stop, bro. You took an L, bro. Just take your L and walk away, bro. All right, yo. So Madden, how y'all feel about this whole situation that they bleeped out Colin Kaepernick's name? J-Man, you want to start us off?
Oh, I'm calling bullshit. I'm trying to figure out. They said that they felt they didn't have the rights to use his name in the song.
His image.
Why? Though? Is it because he's not on the NFL roster?
Yeah, because he's not in the league.
Possibly, yeah. He's not.
But it's a song, though.
That kind of makes sense. I ain't gonna even lie.
That makes sense, but I'm just trying to figure out if it was something like from his camp that maybe they said that it was some confusion that they say don't use his name at all in the game and something like that. Then I guess I could understand that, but I don't know. I just don't feel like that was the case. I don't know. I think they were reacting, of course, to any backlash that he has received from kneeling, and they just didn't want to get involved with his name being in the game at all. Period.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up, man. The fact that TMZ reported this too, so this story was getting a lot of traction too, because TMZ reported this. A lot of major outlets reported this, even like stuff in different communities, like the hip hop community and stuff like that. So.
They just don't want any of that.
So they had to come out and jump in front. And look, we already got a message. We already got a response from them. So they're fixing it, but it's still kind of messed up. It's still kind of messed up that it happened in the first place. Yeah. They should have seen that coming down, like, yo, okay, you're going to bleep out Colin Kaepernick's name, like, for real?
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out if he's in the game.
They definitely did that shit on purpose, though, because it's not like a version of the song.
Of course they did on purpose.
It's not a version of the song that exists.
Yeah. It's not a curse word.
His name is in the radio version, the explicit version. His name is in all of that. So
it's a name.
It's a name,
yeah. So that was kind of messed up.
Unless they're saying colon.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, that could be that. I don't know.
Hardhead, you got Madden 19, right?
Oh yeah, bro. Me and Visions played like 4 times already. I beat him 3 out of 4 times.
Ooh, Legends. Okay.
But look. The one time he beat me, it was a 21-0 time. So.
You got skunked.
If you guys don't know, I actually didn't find out until like yesterday. Launched their premium service, right, Hardhead?
Yeah, Origin Access Premier. That shit actually pretty fucking good.
So basically, like Game Pass, every EA game is gonna come to the vault day 1. So if you're a fan of EA games, you can sign up for EA Premier.
I'm thinking about getting.
But there's a big difference though.
What's up?
With Origin Access, you don't have to worry about, is this game gonna come? Is this game gonna come? I know this game's been on PC, but does this game count? Every single Origin game is in Origin Access Premier, and that's not the case with Game Pass.
Okay.
And EA Access, what is it? You get the trial and shit like that, right? Before the game comes out, but with Origin Premiere, you get the full game.
Yeah, we got the full game a whole week early, dog.
A whole week early, yeah. I'm getting that because I plan on already getting games like Anthem and Battlefield, so might as well pay that $100.
Yeah, that's what I was telling people. Like, if you plan to get at least 2 EA games within the next year, just go ahead and throw the fucking $100 down.
Because you get all the backlog plus all the new shit that's coming out.
That's actually not a bad deal if you think about it, right? Instead of buying Battlefield and Anthem, just pay the $100, get both, play for a year. You're probably only going to be playing it for a year anyways. Before something new, so that's actually not that bad.
I ain't gonna lie, I only bought a month for right now, but I was about to back out after I saw that Colin Kaepernick shit, dog.
Colin, you said it again?
Oh my fucking
God,
bro.
That's his name, sir.
Colin, man.
Colin.
I had a professor. He would say Copernic.
Copernic.
That's how he referred to him.
That sounds like a spice or some shit.
Yeah,
corrected him.
Copernicus.
Like, do I gotta correct this guy?
Sound like something you find in the sea.
Yeah, anytime he came up.
Yeah.
Copernic.
At least I'm saying his last name right. That's the difficult part.
Kaepernick.
How you acknowledge you say this man's name wrong, but you don't want to rectify it? This shit crazy.
Because it's his name. I can pronounce how the fuck I feel, dog.
That ain't how shit work, hardhead.
Erica, you copy Battlefield?
No, I don't think so.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Erica. Oh.
Boycotting the EA. No, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even. I seen gameplay. I kept my mind open. It didn't really do anything for me. It made me want to play a modern Battlefield.
Definitely.
So I went back to Battlefield 4, and it scratched that itch, and I'm like, I'm good right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel you on that.
If I'm getting Premiere, then I'll probably check out Battlefield. But I'm not like particularly like excited for the game though. Like it's just whatever for me.
Yeah, that World War II shit is over. Yeah, they gotta move on.
It just those old guns, and I just wasn't.
Last game I'm looking forward to with that kind of style is the World War III game, and after that I don't even need another type of them games. That shit could die.
But World War III should be more modern, right?
That shit gonna be in depth as fuck.
Who's making?
It's an indie dev.
Erica, next Patreon question.
Right.
We got like two more and then we're done.
3 actually. 3. Okay, so we got Louis Salazar. Shout out to Salazar. He says, do you think 2019 will dethrone 2017 as the greatest gaming year this generation?
Could be. Jack, what do you think?
That's a good
question. I'm trying to think of everything that came out in 2017 to where it would be
good, yo. 2017 was a good year.
Last year was really good.
No, what came out last year?
Neo,
I don't even remember.
Gravity Rush 2,
Zelda, Horizon,
Automata, Mario Odyssey,
Horizon was last year.
Persona. Come on, Jack.
Persona 5.
Ooh,
it was a good year. It was a good year.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all though. If the Last of Us Part 2 come out next year, it don't even matter, though.
That's all you care about.
That's all that matter, bro. God damn.
You got Devil May Cry for me, Last of Us, Kingdom Hearts 3,
Pokemon 2019.
Pokemon. Oh yeah, well, that's gonna be different from the one that comes out this year. That Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah, 2019 is gonna be crazy. What do you think about it? What do you think about it?
It's gonna be
Code
crazy.
Vein.
If nothing's delayed and they all come out, like Neo 2. Neo 2 is
Neo 2. I don't know.
Control. If you're
Rockstar gotta have a big release lined up.
Crackdown 3.
Yeah.
I
like how you and Erica like to throw in Crackdown 3 in the mix. So like we go co-sign that shit. Like we go co-sign. Yeah, we all know. Okay, no, all right. I'm gonna.
Gears is next year, right?
Gears 5 coming out.
Yeah, Gears 5 too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So it could be a big year.
I'm excited for Gears.
I don't think it's gonna be better than 2.
And then we could see the new consoles for the next generation.
Gears 5
next year it'd be crazy.
Lit. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for Gears. I'm a big Gears fan, so.
And next year might be better, man. Might be better.
Yeah, this year
has a very good chance.
Started off kind of strong, but I feel like it kind of died down. Like we have some cool releases, but no like crazy releases. You know what I mean? Like it started strong with Monster Hunter World, Dragon Ball Fighters, then it kind of fell off. Like personally, like we got some ports.
And then we got God of War.
God of War.
It's like the beginning of the year was fire, and the end of the year 5.
I forgot about Ori 2.
Oh, that's what's coming out next year too.
Fire! Damn.
2019 is gonna be crazy.
Next year's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, the next Fire Emblem. I see you in the chat, Ruby. The next
Anthem.
If Metroid comes, oof.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima might come out next year too.
Oh yeah.
It's looking good, man. Looking real good.
All right, so Erica, next one.
All right. This is from Francisco, aka Burro. He
Whoa.
asks,
Oh man.
"What is your most cherished memory in gaming as a kid, and why?"
Oh, that's easy for me.
Start us off, Jimmy.
That had to be Christmas of '99 or 2000. Forgive me for my memory is terrible. Whatever year the Pokemon Yellow came out, I had got the Pokemon Yellow Special Edition, which was the yellow and blue Game Boy that had Pikachu, Jigglypuff. I think it was Toga. No, was it Toga? No, I don't think it was Toga. It was a couple of Pokemon like that were designed on the front of it. And I remember that was like my first personal gaming hardware that I had for myself. So I remember opening that up on Christmas Day, and I lost my shit. That shit was amazing, and I played that game to the death.
You like me, high key. That was my first personal device that was purchased for me too. A Game Boy Color. A Game Boy Color was my first platform that was actually purchased for me. Like we did have like Genesis in the house, but I was like my brothers, right? You know, my brothers got it for my brothers, and shit like that. So I got my first Game Boy. But for me personally, greatest memory, I probably said this before. Just like playing with the family. Like that was like playing with two older brothers was always just a good time, man. Like games from SSX Tricky to Fusion Frenzy to like Burnout. You know, watching even my bros just go at it, playing like Resident Evil, Code Veronica, like passing the controller around, playing that shit. Like those are like some of my best memories. Just playing with my older brothers, honestly. Yeah, were my best memories of like just gaming. I don't know, the siblings, man. Siblings rivalry, man. It's just
I know the feeling. I got 4 brothers. So.
It's just fun. This is a good time, man. How about you, Jack?
Right off the top of my head, I remember being a young lad, wanting a PS2 for Christmas. And I don't know why people brought this up after the fact. I don't know why I did this, but I just kept buying like PS2 games, even though I didn't have no fucking PS2. And I was like, "Hey, Ma, you got to get me a PS2 so I can play these games." Like I had a decent amount of games, like, and I remember on Christmas I opened up everything, and I didn't have no fucking PS2, bro.
Oh, really?
They bought it out. They hid it. They bought it out the closet on me. I was like, I was so happy, bro. I was like, yeah, damn, y'all really scared me, bro. I was in there all devastated, bro. Like, I got my PS2 and I had a lot of games.
When I got my PSP too, it was the very first one was a pretty good surprise too. I got that on my birthday. And it was a surprise. They kind of finessed me with that shit too, like you, Jack. They put books in it and shit. Maybe I should read those books, man.
Oh
no! They put books in shit, right?
That shit traumatize you, dog.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They put.
You like, I'm never opening up one of them things you put in that box.
So I was a party and shit, and I opened it up, and all I got was books and shit. Then I was pissed. I was pissed, bro. Then they brought down the PSP. They brought me the PSP, and I was like, lit. I was happy as shit. Yeah, that was a good memory for me. How about you, Hardhead?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to pick one, you know. But I guess a good one would be like when I was a new kid on the block. You know, I always lived in a complex, and anybody who's lived in apartment complexes know when you one of the kids, everybody in the apartment complex know each other, and I like when we used to get together and shit, and we would all go to somebody's house who had like a WWE game or something.
Wait, continue, girl. Continue.
I had to see this picture.
Press start memes on fire.
But like we go play like the old SmackDown games, and we'll just be in that bitch for hours, though, with the PS2 multi-tap. Twice, I could swear. People keep telling me it was 6. I swear we was playing with 8 people. Dog.
The PS2 shit?
Yes,
I think it was 8. I could have sworn it was 8.
I know they had 8-man games, though, but we were just sitting there 8 people passing the controller on a Royal Rumble and shit like that. Dog, it was lit.
Boy,
that was one of my
Wrestling Revenge. Definitely good time.
Yeah, them
Those are great
wrestling games, man. Oh, back in the day were so freaking good.
Then.
Yo, No Mercy, Revenge. I love those games, man. I love it with a passion. Yeah. I'm still a beast. I want to play. Yo, Anyhow, like we all go to E3 one year, or some of us go. I'm bringing my N64 with me, and I'm bringing Revenge, and I'm gonna run.
Bring that Xbox.
I'm
to play Fusion Frenzy.
I'm gonna run Jack's Fade. Like Jack, you're not. You won't touch me in Revenge or No Mercy. I'll body you.
Know what you think, bro? Know what you think? All right, man.
All right, man. Like, I'm actually disgusting in Revenge. I'm disgusting. Trust me.
You gonna get stomped out with like Scott Hall or something. Just know that.
Bro, I'm gonna use Glacier. Yeah, I'm gonna use Glacier.
Diamond Dallas Page. Somebody gonna give you them hands. I'm gonna find it.
And who else am I gonna use?
Glacier.
And Sting. Yeah. I can use Sting too, and I'll fuck you up, bro. Y'all don't want
hey man, listen.
Y'all don't want no.
Anybody can get it though. Get Macho Man Randy Savage. Hey man, listen, bro. Whoever, bro. Don't matter. You're gonna catch it.
And Eric,
that work.
Can you read the next one? I think we got. Wait, is
Oh, you forgot me.
Oh, I didn't actually. Oh, I apologize.
How you forget about the Resident Presto?
I ain't gonna talk about this party. I promise. I ain't that old.
Go ahead, Erica. My bad.
I don't really have. I mean, it's hard to pick. Like Hardhead says, it's hard to pick. But me, it's just overall just playing with my cousins. I didn't really have the sibling rivalry. I only had my sister. She didn't really game like I did. But my cousins, they're all boys. And we would play like GoldenEye. We'd play Mario Party, Mortal Kombat. And they'd kick my butt in Mortal Kombat. But I loved playing with them, talking trash. And that was just fun. We would just laugh. And that was just good times. I think they'd probably say the same because we were always hanging out and playing. So
man, ain't nothing better than gaming when you got siblings.
Yeah. I remember that. NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo, dog. Oh, I got so nasty with Stockton and Malone. It was over for everybody. Nobody wanted to see me in NBA.
Yeah. I feel bad for the single kids, man. I feel bad for y'all, man. But y'all probably got the friends over, man. But gaming with family is a whole lot different, though. Fun as hell.
And you just be doing stupid shit. Like me and my brother used to just sit in shit like Midnight Club on split screen, just driving around, jumping each other cars for hours.
It was entertaining just doing like the little, you know.
Yeah, that's how we could never beat the story in them old GTA games. We used to kill shit. Fucking free
we just fucking
all
around.
Day with cheat code. Go to the library, write down all the cheat codes and shit because we ain't have 30 cents to print. Fucking broke ass.
Definitely wasn't buying the books, though.
Yeah, you gotta write it down and you gotta put it in the game case. You know, you gotta put
in the game case. Yeah, I remember I traded in my game and left the cheat code paper in the thing, and I went to my friend's house. I thought I still had the paper. I'm trying to find the cheat codes and shit everywhere. I fucking traded that bitch in with the game.
Achievements.
And you always had that one
cheat codes, man. Achievements really killed.
You always had that one friend that had the book though. Whenever you went to his house, he just wrote down all the shit from the book.
The cheat code. Achievements and microtransactions killed cheat codes too. Yeah. Because if you think of, I was listening to Colin Moriarty's podcast, and he brought up a good point. Like they charge and shit like that for skins now, whereas cheat codes used to be where you can get skins. And shit. Yeah. I was like, they monetize cheat codes.
Yeah. I really hate how they monetize like costumes too. That all used to be like unlockables in games where you get alternative costumes, but now you just gotta pay for new
costumes. Just by beating the game.
Yeah, we gotta pay for costumes and shit like that. So that kind of upsets me because, you know, I'm one of those people that actually likes like alternative costumes and fighting games and like that. And now we gotta fork over money, man. We just can't unlock them in the game like the good old days where you could just unlock costumes and shit like that. So that's kind of trash.
Yeah, I mean that's what added so much replayability. You would play it over just to get another character, or you know what I mean? Get a costume.
Yeah, I remember what it was like to go from standard to HD. Yeah, I mean that wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, that shit was
Burnout Revenge was my first experience. Burnout Revenge on the 360. From standard to HD. When I played Burnout Revenge, it blew my mind. Like my mind literally exploded. Like it fucking was crazy.
I think
I was bringing that Xbox home, playing Burnout Revenge. Whew.
I was playing Call of Duty 4, and my brother had came home with an HD TV for me, and I remember I popped that shit on, and I could see like people from so far away. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Yeah. Like it's so damn clear. Like I needed glasses at that point, but I didn't have the money to get glasses. And that shit was like buying like a fresh pair of glasses.
Yeah. That should look crazy. That should look like at that time I was playing on my dad's 1080i. It wasn't even a 1080p TV, it was a 1080i. 1080i TV. Playing Burnout Revenge. And my like that Perfect Dark and later on Gears, like those games just looked so good. Like that was my first. It was just crazy. I've never had that experience
Gears
before,
was
man.
wild.
Going from
Never gonna happen
SDAC.
again either. That's
Actually,
crazy.
Yeah,
I had a little bit
that
of
jump?
that with from PC. When you hop on the PC, then you have a little bit of
Yeah.
that because of
4K.
the frame rates and shit too. Cause that just blows you away. Cause like I said, my experience with PC, my very first PC game that I played was Mirror's Edge, and I played that game on 360 before. And when I came on PC playing it with the NVIDIA physics and shit like that shit blew my mind. Like the frame rate and everything, the game just looked so sharp. Then I played Max Payne. I'm like, yo, I don't remember Max Payne looking this good. Like, this looks crazy.
Max Payne look amazing.
You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, I feel like
PC kind of gave me that little bit of like wow feel. Like he kind of gave me that feeling. You know, so.
Yeah, a lot of people say like the frame rate, like 1440p, might be like from like 60 to 1440p.
Yeah.
Does that a lot for people? Shit, even 30
Even
to.
just going back playing games that you played on like 360 on PC and you're playing at like 100 frames and you're playing it at like at max settings, like even that like surprised me, like how these games look. Like I'm like, yo, these games look this good the whole time. I never knew that. So that blew me away. Erica, you want to read the last two or last one? And get out of here?
Yeah. This is from Jay Harvey. He asks, worst thing you've been called while gaming online?
Oh,
Rip.
man.
The N word.
Wait.
I mean, that's kind of easy.
Wait,
Hold on, what
He's
was
not
the
done.
question?
He's not
Hey,
done.
oh, okay. Hold on.
He says, rip to Hardhead's hairline.
Me?
R.I.P.
Wait, hold
Gotta
up.
finish
Wait. Before we continue, J-Man, take that fucking hat off.
Oh shit!
no.
Oh, Jamie, go ahead and take off that hat, Jamie.
Hey, don't try to flip this shit on me. Don't, hey, he said yo hairline. Do not try to flip this shit on me.
Man.
I'm flipping
Jamie,
it
go
on
ahead.
audio.
Don't-
First of
don't-
all,
Jamie, go ahead and take off that, man.
Kofi trying to consolidate for the fact that his hairline that went all back to 1927.
How's my hairline back? Chill, bro. Chill. That's how my hairline.
Don't try to flip this shit on me. My
Jamie,
shit
take
long
off that hat,
hair.
bro. Yo,
Don't worry about what's under here. Alright, I'm
yo,
Gucci.
chat manager, tell J-Man to take off the hat, bro.
Do your hairline look like that bill on your head? Is it like? Oh man, this is
The
spooky.
brim right here. My shit good, man. Don't worry about my hairline. Yo, I'm mad you trying to flip that on me, hardhead.
Okay, so the question. Okay, worst thing you've been.
How about you, Erica? How about you? What you been
Me?
called?
Oh,
Ooh, that's the
Yeah.
best place to start.
I mean, I'd have to think about that because I don't really get a lot of like curse words. I gotta think about this.
Jack probably gets some.
Someone else go.
All the shit all the wild conversations I've seen this guy being on the streams. Probably
Yeah.
called some. You've been called some shit.
Oh, no, I mean, you know, the normal shit, the N-word, shit like that. What irritates me, though, is people that don't know, it's ignorant. People don't know that Jack move is a word, so when people see Jack move Johnny, like, when I used to play Red Dead, people like, Jack move Johnny, are you gay, bro? Like, why are you named after two men? Well, jacking off Johnny? What's going on? It's stupid. Like, Jack move is a word, man. It's a word, okay? God damn.
You don't remember none of the creative ones Jack moved?
No, it was just a lot of stupid shit. Like,
Yeah.
most people was like, that's a gay name, pretty much.
Nah, I used to get the whole, oh, your balls ain't dropped yet, because, you know, back in the 360 days, we was young and shit, so our
Voice
voice
is
ain't
high,
get-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, you pissing on your balls and shit still.
it's
But
the
yeah.
N-word, typical crap like that. But that's about it for me.
Hey, the dumbest thing you can do is try to play on somebody's name because I y'all know I done had it with my name being Hardhead.
Yeah, being
No,
a
you
hard
trying to
head,
come on
my name.
lard head,
You
concrete
definitely
head.
Fart head.
Long
Y'all try.
way.
But hey, very recently I had a pretty creative experience, and anybody that was in my stream at the time can tell you. I was playing GTA, and there was this little kid. Now it started out like he was getting murked by everybody in the lobby, so I went to go help him out. But he thought I was the one killing him. Next thing you know, about 30 minutes later, this little kid then completely flipped on me, and this little motherfucker told me. He told me hold on. He said, Are you Nutella or white? That's what he told me.
Are you Nutella or white?
Are you Nutella or white? Then he said, I don't want no Nutella in my mama. And then he told me, you probably a N-word ER from Alabama, the way you talking right now.
God damn.
Like,
That little dude sound lit.
he was
You went
going
all out.
Oh,
He said, I'm white, and you a N-I-E-E-R, dog.
I think the worst I've been called is just like the typical like whore and B word, and I don't know. Like that's pretty much it. That's kind of the go-to, I think, for as a woman. I think they just go straight to that one. Yeah, slut or something. Yeah, I get worse on YouTube because YouTube, I get like the condescending guys where they're like this other day I had a guy giving me like a backhanded compliment because I beat a boss in Dark Souls. Oh, women, like, thanks women for helping or something like that. Like, I guess I let them beat the boss and they didn't think I could do it. Like, I get comments like that, and I think that annoys me more than whore or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really be out here pissing people off, huh, Erica?
Huh?
Erica be pissing everybody off, huh?
I get that a lot. Like,
yeah, I want to shout out somebody in the chat real quick. Yo, Super KMW says DOA 3 on Xbox blew me away. It was so crisp, arcade quality. You ain't tell a damn lie, yo. DOA 3 looked fantastic. All the Dead or Alive games like blew me away. Even the one on Dreamcast, DOA 2, Soul Calibur 1. Those games are like eye candy. Like, I remember seeing those games for the first time. Like, they blew my mind.
Yeah.
Blew my mind, man.
Them Final Fantasy games, used to, like the cutscenes in Final Fantasy games, used to always blow my mind. God damn, amazing.
Erica?
Oh, sorry. I think that was it.
That was it?
That's the last one I have. Yeah, that's the last one I have.
All right. Let me just check and refresh the page.
My bad.
Yeah, I think that is the last one. So, shout out to everybody who tuned in to watch the podcast live. We appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody who's going to be watching it later. Shout out to all the people who are listening to a podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you listen to it. Shout out to everyone for supporting us, man. We're going to go ahead and do the outros and get out of here. We're going to start off with Jack Move Johnny.
Good podcast. Appreciate everybody for tuning in this week. Like I said, I apologize for Hardhead being here, but yeah, man, I think that's it. Oh yeah, not Twitch because they banned me, but Twitter and YouTube, man. Oh, wait a minute, I streamed Kingdom Hearts 2 today. My stream got blocked worldwide, so I'm trying to get that.
What?
For a 40-second song that's in the game, bro. It's a 40-second song when you're doing a fight, and they banned it worldwide. So I'm trying to get that song removed from the video right now. If it's not removed, then I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Jack Move Johnny, y'all know how to get in touch with me, man.
Yeah.
Smell
J-Man?
Yeah, I'm smelling fajitas right now, so let's go ahead and get the fuck up out of here. We appreciate y'all for coming through.
Sounds good.
Of course, Hardhead, definitely appreciate you pulling up on us. Shout out to Alex. Hopefully he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
And y'all be easy, man. Keep it gaming and bless up.
Hardhead.
Yes.
Appreciate you for another invitation, Kofi. It was another great podcast from the best podcast out here. No, oh my bad. I thought I was talking about Usual Suspects for a minute. Hey, but make sure y'all check me out on Twitter and Twitch at Hardhead7WD. Big shout outs to the homie Alex who couldn't make it today. But y'all know I feel in for anybody if they ever can't make it, though.
Wait, what did you just say?
I feel in whenever somebody can't make it, though.
Okay, why did I hear something totally? All right, yo.
What did you hear?
Oh man, don't let the subs get to you, dog. Don't let the subs get to you.
For some reason, I heard something
Wait, what
different.
you saying? You thought I was filling you in, Kofi?
No, what? No, I heard something.
What?
I don't know.
Yo,
I heard something. Alex naked.
we gotta get the fuck out of
I
here.
heard something.
Look, Alex, even though you ain't here,
yo, bro, I heard it too, bro. I heard naked, bro. I heard naked too. I'm like something. Alex,
wait, y'all heard me say something about feeling something naked?
I heard naked too, bro. See, I'm not crazy. Boo heard it too, bro. Anyways,
y'all weird, dog. Y'all weird, bro.
Hey, man, y'all Canadians got some broke ass ears, though.
Erica.
I think that's what you guys want to hear.
Nah,
that's what it is.
That's what they want to hear.
See, Guru heard it too. Yo, Guru heard it
Wait
too,
a
man.
minute.
Guru heard it too.
Talk about it.
You want to hear me filling you up with something naked, huh?
Chill, bro. Chill.
Whoa,
Chill,
whoa.
Good podcast, you guys. Thanks for everybody coming out. Hit the like button. I'm playing Chasm, so if anyone else playing Chasm, I got some videos up. Check them out. And I'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Make sure you guys check the Patreon and everything else. Make sure you check everybody's channel here. Go subscribe to J-Main, Erica, Jack, and Alex. And we'll see you guys next week. Take it easy, people. And hit that like button, man. We almost at 100. Hit that like.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Let's hit 100 before we out. Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right, later, people.
Peace out.